Okay. Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Today, I'm going to be doing a Drowzee playthrough of Pokemon Yellow. I have done one Drowzee playthrough before. Drowzee was actually the first video that I did not do multiple playthroughs in. Or the last video that I did not do multiple playthroughs in. Because Paris, that followed it, was the first video that I did multiple playthroughs in. And I know in Versus videos, I have been doing multiple playthroughs for quite some time, but I was not doing multiple playthroughs in solo challenges when I would just do one Pokemon and not like put two Pokemon head to head. I was doing only one playthrough back then. So what I eventually figured out is like, if I'm going to do a Versus video and compare Pokemon, then I've got to do multiple playthroughs with every Pokemon. Yeah. So, how's everyone doing? Hopefully you're having good days. I'm almost through all the work that I have to do for this month, so we only have 3 videos left to make. All but one of them are completely filmed, and yeah, so my work's wrapping up for this year, and this is going to be the last live stream of the year, and then I'll probably stream some in the new year, but not like twice a week like I'm doing right now. So let's talk a little bit about the context of this Drowzee playthrough. My original playthrough with Drowzee was last February 7th, 2022. And yeah, again, last video that I ever did with a single playthrough in Pokemon Yellow. Drowzee's stats are like, it's not very good, except it's special. It has 60 HP, 48 attack, 45 defense, 90 special, and 42 speed, which gives it a 8.2% chance to critical hit. So, it's like, it's alright. Hypno is obviously exceptionally good. In terms of move pool, Drowzee's move pool is not very good as well. It is one of the psychic types that doesn't have a particularly diverse move pool in this game. Some of the other psychic types get the like Thunderbolt, but Drowzee doesn't. So through level up, it gets Pound and Hypnosis to start off with, then Confusion at level 17, later on Headbutt, which I probably won't be using very much of, Psychic at level 32, and at level 37 it gets Meditate, which is going to be used today. Through TMs and HMs, obviously it gets Mega Punch and Mega Kick. They should just be called Punch and Kick because they're normal type moves. I feel like Mega Punch sounds like it's supposed to be a fighting move. Anyways, it gets Body Slam as well. That's obviously going to be a major portion of this run. I did compare damage ranges between Body Slam and Seismic Toss. In a lot of cases, Seismic Toss is better, and in other cases, Body Slam is better. The one thing is that Seismic Toss will not gain boosts from Meditate, so I think Body Slam is overall the better move to go with. It also gets Psychic through TM and HM, so it'll probably learn that through the TM before it gets it through level up. And then it gets a lot of other stuff which is not really relevant today. Even Rest I don't think I'm going to use. But if we transfer a Drowzee back from Generation 2, it gets access to Amnesia, Barrier, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Light Screen, and Thunder Punch. Absolutely incredible set. I will have to play with that in some time in the future. But not for now. Anyways, yes. So if you use the time capsule to trade an Abra back from Generation 2, it can also have those moves then in Generation 1. So like I'm pretty sure Amnesia and Barrier are egg moves or learned through level up in Drowzee in Generation 2, and then the punches are TM moves. Yeah, imagine Drowzee with Amnesia in yellow. I know. It's like the set Amnesia, Barrier, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch is like, that's so scary. Starting with that set is so good. And then later you can replace Barrier with Psychic. I don't know, that just seems so good. You could also teach it Psychic with TM and HM in Generation 2 and trade it back, so yeah. Anyways, I will be playing with that set in the future, in a future video, but not today. Today it's just going to be regular Drowzee. I'll mention a couple other things. Today, my last playthrough, I finished the game at level 64. Today, I'm going to try and finish about 3 levels lower. It's worth noting that that is intentionally kind of risky. Drowzee's former playthrough results were 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 3 seconds, with 3 resets at level 64 with a game time of 5 hours and 5 minutes. So, yeah, that's like, it's an okay time, but I think that Drowzee should be a lot faster, and I also tried to shave off some levels from this playthrough, and a lot of, I'll try and shave off a lot of, like, extra levels, that sort of thing. Extra training in the mid-game specifically. The unfortunate thing is that Drowzee is going to have to train a lot for Brock at the beginning of the playthrough. Anyone else had sound issues with the background music yesterday in the Chimeco run? Yeah, I heard some like people saying that it's like, I don't know, that it was quiet or something. I listened to it and it didn't seem that bad to me, but I can check it out later on. I might have forgotten a step in the audio processing chain, which like almost never happens. But that might have happened. So who knows? Yeah. Are we going to get a race between Chimeco and Mewtwo and Emerald? No, we will not. Obviously, Mewtwo is going to be much faster when they get optimized. We will get a video of Mewtwo and Rayquaza together. I don't know if I will do... It was out of sync for me. That's weird. Well, I'll look at the Chimeco video again and see what's going on. I don't know, maybe try watching it again and like refresh or something. I know that YouTube's done some weird stuff, like my voice is crackling on live streams for some people, and then they refresh and then it sounds fine. So, I don't know. Tech stuff, there's always tech problems. I will look at the Chimeco video and see if there's anything behind the scenes that can be done. But anyways, I won't re-upload to YouTube, so it is as it is for YouTube. But I will, if there is a fix to be made, I will upload the fixed version to Patreon so that if you support me, I sometimes make small corrections, and then on Vimeo you can replace videos, and that's linked to my Patreon. So, yeah. All right, let's do this. This playthrough is actually really simple in concept. Now, I'm sure some of you are going to dislike it because there will be hypnosis use, but I do think that that's the best way for Drowzee to win, because hypnosis is not just putting the opponent to sleep and knocking them out. Hypnosis is also the ability to put the opponent to sleep and set up. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Drowzee, Pokemon Yellow. Again, the goal time is under an hour and 22 minutes. That's the goal. You can also heal with Dream Eater, yes, but I am not going to be using Dream Eater today. It is good, but the thing about Dream Eater that's awful is that if the opponent wakes up, then you can't attack, so you're significantly less flexible. And that I used Dream Eater last time, and this time I want to try without it. This playthrough may not be the final Drowzee playthrough I do. I may do another one, because I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get significantly better results with this playthrough. I hope I am. It's more of a, like, we're doing this for science, and I did root it out in the software. Wow, no encounters? Are you kidding me? That was so good. Shake my head. Already using hypnosis to brute force battles. Yeah. It's a good move. Like, it's really good. If you're not going to get knocked out if you miss, it's fine. And in some cases, it just solves the battle. Let's deliver the parcel. there any Pokemon that learn Dream Eater and get a better sleep move than Hypnosis? I don't think so in Generation 1. Like, you can't get it with Parasect. So, yeah. Like, Sleep Powder with Dream Eater would be awesome. A lot of people commented on my old Butterfree videos. They're like, please use Dream Eater with Butterfree. Butterfree does not learn. It does not learn Dream Eater. Butterfree learns Dream Eater in Gen 3, but not in Gen 1. Which I think is kind of fair, because like Dream Eater would be really good if you had Spore. Like, imagine how good it would be if you had Spore. Okay, so I need to train because I need level 17 to beat Brock. Pound is not good when you don't have the same type attack bonus. So getting by Brock with Pound is not going to work. Now, you'd think, well, maybe use Hypnosis, put his Pokemon to sleep, then knock them out slowly. Well, that doesn't work either because Brock has 10 full heals, 5 for each Pokemon. And Hypnosis has bad accuracy. So that means I'm only going to actually get, if it's like statistically the way it should be, I'm only going to get like 4 Hypnosises that'll actually stick. And while I'm doing all that and occasionally missing, and Brock is using full heals, his Pokemon are going to attack me. So, yeah. It's not a good play. There is the potential, and I should mention this now, to beat Brock with Pound, Hypnosis, and Disable at like level 13 or 15 because of how Disable interacts with Bide. If Brock goes for Bide and then you just happen to use Disable, by the way, with this Disable, you cannot pick the move you disable. So you have to, and it doesn't disable the last used move, it just disables a random move. So if he goes for Bide and then you use Disable and you disable Bide, then he has to run out of the Bide timer, the Disable timer, before the Bide timer starts ticking again. And while that's happening, you can put the Onix to sleep. So there's like a weird interaction there that like could be useful, but I don't really think it's like, it's not worth going for that strategy and then just hoping that Disable correctly gets the 1 in 4 chance to disable Bide when he's using it. That seems like just asking for way too much luck. Your release schedule always gets me through my work week. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm going to go to level 10 in this area, and then I'll fight the rival on Route 22, and then we'll go to Viridian Forest. This will prevent all backtracking. What is this boy's growth rate? I'm pretty sure it's medium fast. It definitely is not fast, and it definitely is not slow. And medium fast is quite slow in the early game, so this is why it takes me a while to level up. Trade back Execute gets Sleep Powder and Dream Eater. Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. So Pound is pretty bad. It's like, especially with the Drowzee. Is this patch the best to train? Because the Pokemon Center is... Yeah, the Pokemon Center is very fast, and the Pokemon here are at higher levels than they are on Route 22. So if you go to Route 22, you can actually... you can actually knock out Pokemon faster because they're at lower levels on average. But, and by doing that, you'll get more stat experience. Just slightly. It's... Believe me, this is the difference between, like, having, like, 17 attack and 18 attack. Like... It's maybe 1 stat point change. It is so small, and in the late game, it's like completely irrelevant. So if you knock out like 5 more Pokemon and it takes like, what, 30 more seconds, I don't really think that like +1 speed or whatever you end up getting is really worth it. So training here for higher levels, like there's a level 6 Pidgey that just like doesn't exist on the other route. So yeah, I train here because the Poke Center is really, really close. And I don't want to be over here and just, like, get a bunch of low-level Pokemon. I'm going to knock everything out, so I'll knock this out. I'm not back to 100% yet. I think coughing, like not the Pokemon, but my coughing, which you'll hear periodically throughout the stream. Oh gosh, please do not growl. I'm just gonna put it to sleep because I don't want it to growl on me. Growl is so bad. And then the next one I'll put it to sleep too because it has Sand Attack. Please go to sleep. No, stay asleep, please. Can I get a crit here, please? Speed things up. I'm not back to 100% because I'm still coughing occasionally. And my cough was so bad for a while that I had bruised one of my ribs or something. So my ribs still hurts a lot. But I can actually cough now without like being in unbearable pain. For a while it was like I was constantly having a cough lozenge so that I wouldn't like hurt myself. I'm not going to fight the last yet because I'll come back to her after this guy, hopefully with like maybe the other guy too, just because I want one more level because her first Pokemon has Growl, and if you get hit by Growl and you have a weak physical attack, yeah, that fight then can take forever. Nice. Okay, I'll beat this person too because he has Metapods, so... And then if I have to backtrack because I'm running low on PP or something like that after the Metapods, at least I go buy the last on my way back to the Pokemon Center. Do you have plans for Haunter, Kadabra, and other trait evolutions? I do, yeah. Those videos will be coming out in 2023. I've largely planned the majority of the year next year. It's mostly going to be one video a week, but then there are going to be a couple spots throughout the year where we get more than that. I will save in front of this fight, just in case. Because things can go wrong here. You just hope this... Growl. Okay, one Growl. That's not so bad. Love the videos. Help me get through my day. Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate it. Yeah, love disc for Valentine's for sure in Emerald. It's going to be fun. Excuse me. Okay, let's go back and heal. And then we'll get through the entire forest and go to Pewter City. It's usually ideal if you can get to Pewter City without having to go back to Viridian City, but in some cases you can't just because PP is not big enough. Like today. By the way, I'm not dodging that grass because I want to do the training. Like in this case, like I'll just walk up through the grass, whereas normally I'll not go in the grass. I love Disc your videos, Scott. Thank you. Also, Love Disc is like the weirdest Pokemon. Why did they make that thing? So I'll catch this one. This will be my flyer. We're going to name this Pidgey. I know this takes longer, but just because of the... I love disc your videos line. We're gonna name it Joanna. Yeah, why does Love Disc not evolve into a Lomomola? Please tell me. Explain that to me. That hurts. That's like also they introduced what's his face? That like turtle dragon. It's like, what is it called? It's from Gen 7. Why do I forget it? Turtonator. That's the one. Why is that not a Torkoal evolution? The UI is on point. Keep up the good work. Of course. Minmax Finance. More like my my username should be Minmax Pokemon. It's like my goal. It's like I was saying to someone, the guy who's been helping or who's been developing the RBY XP router software, I was saying to him yesterday, I'm like, my brain's like, okay, can we spend like 2 weeks programming this thing? And if it shaves like 30 seconds off of one of my runs, I'll be happy. It's like, sometimes it's really fun. What I do is really fun. So don't even talk to me about the Dunsparce. Dunsparce evolution. No, it's so bad. I'm so sad about that. Also, Tauros and Bouffalont. That's very true. Although in retrospect, when I think about those two, I'm like, you know, it makes sense because like a bull and a buffalo are actually different animals. So I'm okay with that. We can talk about Crocnaw and what's it for alligator? It's like a crocodile turning into an alligator. That makes a lot of sense, but yeah. The forest is slightly further in terms of walking distance, but the Pokemon's levels are higher, so you get more experience from going to the forest. I fought all the trainers, Lurker. There is no other trainers in the early game except the guy in Brock's gym, and I'll fight him later. When will we get a Krabby? See, we were going to get a Krabby run in December, but then I got sick. Because there was supposed to be one more week of videos. This was supposed to start like November 23rd and go until December 25th. That was the original plan. But I got sick, and then I had to cancel a bunch of stuff and add a couple live streams like this one in because we just didn't have time anymore for production. Because I couldn't record forever because I got like all stuffed up. That also might be a reason that people were like, the Chimecho audio is so weird. It's like, yeah, that was the first video I filmed after I got better from being sick. Like the first one I did voiceover for. So I'm pretty stuffed up in that video. I did like one sentence, and then I would blow my nose and get a cough drop and sit there for like 2 minutes until I felt like things had cleared up. Then I would do like one more sentence and just like cut them all together. Ah. Chimecho was kind of strong. It was so strong. I was very surprised. When I went into that video, I was like, this is going to take forever. It's not going to be fun. And then when I finished it, I just like looked at the times and compared what happened to the Chimecho video. I don't know. It should still be there. I looked at the times and I was like, oh my gosh, like this thing is faster than Mewtwo. Oh, there's the one. Oh, you kidding me? That was a misclick. Yeah, Drowzee is like, yeah, walled at Brock. Exactly, Van Man. And then breeze through everything else. You can do this, where you run through this patch, and then knock out whatever you hit here before you get into the forest. Sometimes it'll, like, give you a little bit, like, one more encounter here and there. Yeah. Will you do a four-way? I don't think I'm ever going to do a four-way video. Maybe 2 videos. Like a four-way video, I can't even imagine how long that would take me to produce. Like the Evolutions video, it took like everything. Just like these videos, okay, so like a single Pokemon video, I believe with like Sean and I working on it, we can finish it in 8 hours. But it's like, then you add one more Pokemon and like the time that is required goes up exponentially. And then at 3 Pokemon, it's like, now it's like we're like 2 weeks of production to like make the video. And then like, I do get the comments sometimes like, well, just like the videos are really long, make them like parts, like part 1, part 2, part 3. And then like I do that and I release... yeah, the time scale's not linearly, exactly. But releasing in like part 1, part 2, that kind of stuff, it doesn't perform very well with the algorithm. Like YouTube just doesn't seem to want to like show people content when there's like part 2. Because like I'll release part 2, like a follow-up video to a run or something to like improve my strategy or something, and then like the second part will get like not even 10% of the views that the first part got. So I will remake the starters video from last it's the most viewed video on my channel, but I feel I owe it to the starters to remake it because I think all 3 of them have better strategies that can be used. I got to go back to the center and heal. So now I'll just like stick at this part of the grass so that I hopefully don't get another encounter after my PP runs out. And you'll notice that like I'll just go back to the center now even though I have 1 PP But that's because if I run into a Pokemon that takes 2 hits to knock out, then I will have just wasted time. So I like to play a little bit safe in scenarios like that, to just try and not waste time. Yeah, Devin, I agree with you too. Like, I'm in my own personal viewing of YouTube, I am a really big fan of long videos because I like to because if I'm working on the channel and it's like a Monday, I'm gonna work. Usually on Mondays I work 16 hours, and maybe 14 hours if I take a lunch. But on a Monday like that, when I'm working all day, I want to just if I'm I don't know, making graphics or doing coding or something like that, I'll just find a video that's 3 hours long and put it on and listen. If every video is 15 minutes, then I have to come in and out of work so much just to manage whatever's going on in the background. So anyways, that's why I like long videos. And I also for my videos, I do leave stuff out because I can't talk about everything, but I'm going to go fight the guy in Brock's gym now. I do leave stuff out, but I try to not leave that huge important things out. Will you ever do a Raichu video? Yeah, I will do one. Probably next year. There are some Pokemon that I can't figure out what Pokemon to pair them with for versus videos, and Raichu is one of them. See? So fight that guy, level up, get level 17, Confusion, then just fight Brock. I do not need to save here. Confusion is going to one-hit both of his Pokemon. It's guaranteed. Boom. Boom. Done. So that's my Brock split. 18 minutes and 18 seconds. And I'm not going to heal now because I just got Confusion, so it has a ton of PP. Spoiler alert, Raichu sucks. Yeah, it's not good. I think it's probably better in Pokemon Red. Well, maybe not, because it'll take longer to beat Brock because Brock's Pokemon are at higher levels, but in Pokemon Yellow, it's terrible. Raichu is going to be awful. Yeah, Raichu versus Pokemon Yellow. That's what it is. Truly. All electric types in this game. They were just we're going to make a game that is just designed so that electric types do not do well. But I want Magneton and Electrode to be together. I already did a Golbat video. I don't intend to do another Golbat video. I'm really happy with the results I got for the Golbat video, so I just I want to leave it at that. Why is that, mate? Oh, it's because think about Sandslash. Just think about the Sandslash that the rival has. How do I beat the champion? If you've seen the Evolutions video, you already know that yeah, and Raichu literally, yeah, Batman's right. Raichu cannot damage Brock's Pokemon without struggle because it's a stone evolution, so it has no moves through level up. Okay, so we're just gonna get Mega Punch because Disable is trash. And for PP, this is gonna help on Nugget Bridge. Hey Max, no problem. We're gonna get another race between you and Van Man. I would love to do it. I would love to do Machop because I think Machop has the same learn set between the games, but I want to see what would be the difference with a fighting type. What was I doing before this full time? I was a musician. Got that. So essentially, I want to knock these Pokemon out here, and my goal is I want level 20 for the rival on Nugget Bridge because it massively improves my likelihood of one-hitting the Sandshrew with Confusion. It's an 80% chance, I think, to one-hit, or an 88% chance. It's pretty high. So if I don't one-hit and it Sand attacks me, it's going to be the worst thing ever. See? So the coughing gives me level 20. Ever do a video with Squidgy? No, but I talked to him about it. It would be fun. He's been sick too, though. We got sick at the same time, I think. I've been wanting to do a Machop for a while. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do Machop. It sounds fun. Why did I go down there? Don't go down there. Don't need to do that. That was the streaming mistake. Oh gosh, doors are hard. What kind of music does an Ekans listen to? Snake jazz? I don't know. Okay, well, that was all right. Okay, I got the one hit on the Sandshrew, so we're okay. Rap music. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Bob, I've watched Hidden Jim's video. I actually watched Hidden Jim's, what was it, Scyther versus Scissor, because I was planning to do that video, and I watched it, and I sent him a message. I was like, yo, your videos are really good. This is awesome. Keep doing them, or whatever. And then he released Espeon versus Umbreon, which I had already, like, started working on at that point. And then he's like, it's like, Charizard versus Typhlosion. Like, that was like early 2020 I'm going to release those. Or early 2023, I mean. No, I do not want to lose here. Do not. Okay, I should heal after this. So anyways, I'm basically, I'm just copying Hidden Jim, where we have the exact same ideas about which versus videos to do in Generation 2. So I already planned all mine, so I'm not going to like, it's like George R.R. Martin talked about that. He was like, what happens if like the internet predicts what you're going to do in your story's plot before you do it? And he said like, no, you can't change the plan just to surprise people. You have to just keep going with the plan. And so for this, I am also just going to keep going with my plan. And if I don't release stuff ahead of other people, that's fine. Oh my gosh, there's like so many jokes in the chat. What kind of animal is, yeah, it's a tapir. It's like, it's like kind of like a pig. They're actually quite big. I saw one at the zoo last year. I was like, I was being so annoying that day. My fiance, I'm so sorry. I was just like, hey, it's a Drowzee. She's like, no, it's not. It's a tapir. Then I saw like a sparrow. I'm like, it's a Spearow. Oh dear. Pokemon is my life. Yeah, I got to meet all the IRL Pokemon. What is Hypno? It's like a man-sized tapir. With a, I don't know, it's like a hypnosis thing. Hypno should have an ability that makes hypnosis 100% accurate. Can we have that? Because it has like the little like pendant thing that it like uses. Or it should get an item. Something like that. I want that in Gen 1. Can we have that in Gen 1? I'm going to fight Misty. Is it a good idea? I think it is. I got Mega Punch and Hypnosis. What can go wrong when you have Hypnosis? Am I right? What can go wrong when you're a Gyarados and you're using Hypnosis? Nothing, right? You're obviously going to beat Magneton easily. See, look at that. Okay, so Headbutt is better than Pound. Really necessary to use Elixir there? Yeah, I think so. It doesn't matter. It's not going to help later on. There's 4 more elixirs in the playthrough. I'm just going to put this to sleep so that it doesn't go for Harden. Got the X defense. Fine. Well, that was easy. Would you let your... This is an unnecessary save. Heal. That's 5 seconds. Whoops. Would I let my fiance do a challenge on the channel? Yeah, that would be awesome. Originally, like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I was like, I wanted to do Nidoking versus Nidoqueen with her. And I was going to give her Nidoking and I would play Nidoqueen. But that wasn't a good idea. In retrospect, as we found out, when Van Man, myself, and J Rose all got better times with Nidoqueen in our first playthroughs. So, yeah, Nidoqueen's pretty good. Nidoking's still better, but Nidoqueen is real good. Oh, gosh. I stopped buying the repels in Cerulean City because, like, it's better if you buy them when you walk by the mart, so you don't have to go like all the way down to the mart in Celadon City. You can just, like, you have to walk by the mart in Vermilion City anyways. You can stop there, and you can also buy super potions there if you're playing a Pokemon that really needs them. Like, doing a lot of training in the mid-game or is going to take a lot of damage. See, like this? And I figured that that was just, like, the fastest way to do it. But then you don't get the repel for that route. I think it's, like, Route 6 or something. Yeah, I'm intentionally skipping rest, by the way. Who would be faster, a Drowzee or a Mewtwo that's only allowed to use Psywave? Oh, I don't want to answer that question. Don't make me answer that question. Mega Punch because accuracy. Okay. So, hey, nice health. Someone asked about a face reveal. I don't know. I get made fun of enough for my plays, so I don't know if I'll ever do a face reveal. We'll see eventually. Certainly not before like 100,000 subscribers. Okay. Instead of face reveal, VTuber model reveal. That VTuber stuff is wild. See you later, Batman. Okay. Oops. There's something about like being on the internet and just like being able to like interact with stuff in the way that you want to interact with stuff. Like, oh, I have a little avatar and like that's who I am. And like that kind of like chosen interaction, chosen names, stuff like that. Like I like that a lot. So yes, Body Slam is better here. I ran damage ranges on it. Yeah, I can't face reveal because I'm actually a Venomoth. That's true. Okay. Joanna the Pidgey is going to be in the Hall of Fame. So I always do things in that order so that this cursor is here and I can just use cut really fast on the next tree. If you do like cut and then you do like reorder the bag and then you have to like go and menu around, you lose like maybe 1 second or 2 seconds there. I don't mention these things in every video because if I do, people are just going to get really bored. So when I'm streaming, it's a chance for me to mention some of the smaller things that I'm doing all the time. Like, for instance, in my moveset right now, Confusion's at the top, Headbutt's at the bottom, but at some point here in the near future, like probably in Rock Tunnel, I'm going to put Body Slam in the bottom slot because the top slot and the bottom slot are the fastest two to get to. I should have repelled there. Also, if you hold down and right when the battle is starting on a very particular frame, you buffer the cursor on the run menu so you can run faster than having to move it manually. So I'll do this now. After you move your moves to a different slot, the cursor always buffers back on the slot that it was at previously. So you can use that to different advantages depending on when you do it in the fight, because you can move your cursor to a different slot, then you can move other moves around and then have to not reposition your cursor, or you can do it where like you move it and then the move that replaces the top slot at the beginning of the battle is the move that you use, so then you can spam A through it. I'm always thinking about these things, but it's like really hard to like work in an explanation for these kind of things into a video that is supposed to have some kind of narrative and flow. I had this, so last year with Mankey, my Mankey video, it's like 55 minutes long. I decided to do that video without writing a script. And it was like, I got so rambly about critical hits and how their damage is not just like 2 times the damage in Generation 1, and how it like interacts with Karate Chop. Okay, well I lived that. That's good. I had guaranteed 1 hits on the Geodudes, but not the Graveler. I did run that damage range before. Because I looked at my old video before I did this one, and I got off the bike accidentally. It's fine. Yeah, anyways, the only way I lose there, I think, is the Graveler gets a critical hit with self-destruct. Anyways, yeah, it's hard to talk about all those things in regular videos without like totally breaking the flow. And I learned that from my Mankey video. I was like, I cannot just like go into a 5-minute aside about Karate Chop. It was like a 10-minute aside. I can't just do that in a video because it's not that interesting. Oh, are you kidding me? This occasionally happens. This is always so annoying. It's fine. I think in the routing software, I accidentally left in the trainer on the SSN that has the Staryu and the Tentacool that blocks rest. So I will I'll fight her in lieu of him. It takes a little bit longer, but it's not gonna ruin anything. Okay, made it to Celadon City. If Tombstoner, I feel like Tombstoner should be a ghost type move. Or an ice move because it's chill. But I really like in-depth. Yeah, I'm trying to think of... I might do a series next year where I go into some game mechanics and I just talk about the game mechanics. Like damage rounding, for instance. I really want to do a video just talking about damage rounding. I found like a big like article. It's like the guy called it a dissertation. It's not actually a dissertation, but it's like a dissertation where he basically breaks apart the damage formula and talks about it. And yeah, it is... Damage rounding is still in modern Pokemon games. So Pokemon, all throughout the series, when their levels end in 0, 3, 5, and 8, they're doing more damage than they were dealing at the prior level, and asymmetrically so. So, yeah. How old am I? I am 30. My birthday is in April. Scott, how much time do Pokemon lose when you have to cancel their evolution? I haven't calculated that yet, but I would like to. What's the plan about middle stage evolutions? You'll see in... there are actually not that many. There are not that many middle stage evolutions if you really think about it. It's like Pidgeotto and Gloom, and then all the other ones are accounted for in some interesting way with my current format. So, yeah. In 2023, you'll see what I'm doing with middle stages. Oh, by the way, if you spam A through these dialogues, they go significantly faster. But you have to be really accurate because it buffers weird, and then it will exit if you buffer on the bicycle like that. So you have to time the inputs. Don't need any of this stuff. I don't need to get counter because I have more money than I usually do at this point, so... Counter is not great. It's not great having to get it. I only have to get Ice Beam. I don't think I got another Freshwater. I'm just going to pick one up. I have 2. Okay. Okay, so here, it's 2 Carbos and 3 Calcium. This will all make sense later on. Hopefully. Sometimes it's hard to see why I make the choices I do for vitamins because you have to see the routing software and like really root it out to understand. Usually I'm just trying to avoid having to skip vitamins because like if I get too many Carbos, for instance, in the department store there, then the free Carbos that I get later on become ineffective and then I'm like not really being efficient. Time to get Psychic. So this is going to be Drowzee's go-to move for pretty much the whole playthrough now. I'm going to replace Headbutt because I'd rather have Confusion for now. I will give PP ups to Psychic. Okay. Yeah, this is a nostalgia channel. This whole community is like 30. It's like 75% of the viewership is between the ages of 27 and 34. So I'm right in the middle of the demographic. Yeah, I have considered using a hacking tool to remove the evolution. I can do that myself. But I don't like to... The only thing I like to change about the game is the starting Pokemon, and I begrudgingly changed Surge's challenge because it's completely luck-based. There is no way to do it. There is no way to do it with, like, pure skill. Could you do more stuff to compare Mewtwo and Chimecho? Okay. We've got a rivalry brewing, Mewtwo and Chimecho. Who is the superior psychic type in Generation 3? We'll have to do Mewtwo versus Chimecho in Fire Red and Leaf Green. You know, I could do that for April Fools. My hairline is like what it was when I was born. Hasn't changed at all. But like my grandpa had a full head of hair until he passed away, so I don't expect my hairline to change. My hair is going to go gray though. My dad is like completely gray. I should repel first. That's another trick. That's the Van Man special. I think someone told him to do it during the Parasect race, and then he passed it on to me. But yeah, we're not going to fight like basically, and then you have the repel for that. You don't have to open the inventory twice. That's the PP up. Let's do it. Yeah, on Psychic. True, don't... No, I do Erica after the Safari Zone because when I use Dig to get out of the Safari Zone, it digs me back to Celadon City and then I take on Erica. And this way I get more vitamins before I fight her. Because I get another Carbos in here. Having ADHD, how do you deal with procrastination? That is a good question. I just can't do things unless I'm not really interested in them. And it's a good thing that I'm really interested in playing Pokemon Yellow like 30 times a day. So I do not have to deal with any motivation problems doing the videos for the channel. Oh, it's almost amazing. With procrastination, though, outside of this, it's like really hard. When I was a musician, it was really hard to get myself to practice. I always just thought I was like weak. It's like, I just like don't have the focus that I need or something like that. Do you vape, smoke, or drink or anything? I'll have like a beer occasionally, like maybe like once every 2 weeks. I don't smoke at all, though. Do you ever rage quit? Only when playing Seal. Only when playing Seal. Seal? Oh my gosh. What's the longest amount of time you've taken away from Gen 1 since starting the channel? Oh, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I Gen 1 missed. With Confusion. It used Stun Spore, and now I'm going to have to reset. Stop! There's 2 of them, too. Even if I beat this one, I have to now... Okay, so, like, I have to get through this thing, stop. Are you kidding me? Paralysis. Okay, please just miss wrap. Miss wrap. No, miss wrap. Just miss. 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 I don't know when this reset is. I think it's a dead run. It's dead run. So, sometimes this happens. I don't know what to tell you. I can't believe. Okay, so like, here's another thing. That Bellsprout did not. It was not guaranteed to use Stun Spore. So like all of the bad luck aligned. Gen 1 miss into Stun Spore, and then I did not get a miss on the wrap, and then like a ton of paralyses didn't make me move. I've probably said this wrong in videos, so I'll correct it now. But Thunderwave, like when you get paralyzed, you only have a 25% chance of not moving. Did you know that? I thought it was 50%. It's only 25% chance of not attacking. I'm sure a lot of you know that, but I did not know that for the longest time. Okay. Yeah, wait, it's only 25%? Yes. Sorry. Well, it doesn't feel like 25%. It doesn't feel like 25% in that fight. It's like terrible luck. I can't believe that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 25% in modern games too. I'm gonna look it up now. Then we'll have the answer. In general, a paralyzed Pokemon runs a 25% risk of losing their turn to paralysis. From Gen 7 onward, the speed of a paralyzed Pokemon is decreased by 50% only. But no, it is still a 25% chance. Yeah. But it's like if the AI paralyzes you, it's like it's like 75% chance that you miss your move when you need the move. So it all makes sense in the end. All right, well, just a second. I'm gonna make a new ROM. I'm gonna call that for like archival purposes. That is gonna be my Drowzee number 3 run. And this will be that'll be my Drowzee number 2 run, and this will be my Drowzee number 3 run. Whew. Okay, you're about to answer your longest break from Gen 1. I don't know. Go look on my channel for like. It's probably like somewhere between 7 and 10 days. That's probably the longest it's been since I played a Gen 1. Like, stopped playing Gen 1. Well, that was unfortunate. Let's do this again. No. Why did my auto splitter not get it? Did live split freeze or something? Hello? Oh, I know why. Why do you redo some Pokemon? I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, but basically I only ever did one playthrough with Drowzee, and I like to rank Pokemon based on their like the optimized playthroughs I do with them rather than like the first playthroughs, which are just like me like getting a feel for the Pokemon, having an adventure, figuring out what the like struggles are. So I like to base the ranking on a more optimized, thought out attempt that has like I don't know, like some damage ranges ran and those kind of things. Like, so I redo Pokemon if I feel like the first initial playthrough or like whatever I have on my channel is not good enough to represent that Pokemon in a ranking. And it's constantly changing because I'm constantly getting better at the game. And then I'm like, I should revisit this Pokemon because I can really improve their results. Okay, so let's do this all over again. Here we go. This is a Drowzee playthrough of Pokemon Yellow. By the way, this is nothing. I did 190 runs of Parasect. So, starting over once like this is not that bad. It's like when you're like starting over for the 180th time, you're like, okay, this is a bit much. Maybe I should reprioritize what I'm doing. So, yeah, Parasect will come to the channel sometime in early 2023. Okay, that's why I hypnosis it last time. I was like, I'm going to go for it this time. We'll just knock it out without using hypnosis. No. We're going to use hypnosis. Yeah, everyone send the same messages that you sent last time. We'll just recreate the run exactly. So let's talk actually about why that happened. So in the gym, there are several trainers that awfulness can occur against. One of those trainers is the one that it happened to me on. I've actually never had that happen on that beauty before, but there's some trainers at other points in the gym that can do the same thing to you. And normally what I do when I'm going to train in that gym is I save before all of it. But this time I was like, I have Psychic and Confusion. Both are super effective, and Drowzee has an amazing special stat, so I can skip the save because like nothing is going to go wrong. Like, there's no way I mispredict a damage range and, like, don't knock out a Bellsprout or a Oddish and then get paralyzed, and then because of that I get wrapped into Oblivion. What I didn't consider was the Gen 1 miss. So, unfortunately... So, sometimes having, like, a mechanical strategy where you always do the same thing is the best play I should run. A mechanical strategy where you're just like, every single time I always do this thing. Like, I always save in here, even if I don't think I need it. It wastes like, what, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. But I'm always going to do this save because it's going to be perfect. And it's going to prevent some occasional resets like that. But in this case, I was trying to play like contextually, and I got punished, which is fine. I used to play StarCraft 2, and if you played StarCraft 2 at a high level during the Swarm Host era, you're totally fine just sinking an hour and a half into a game and then losing. So I didn't waste that much time. What? It was like 45 minutes, no problem. What's your least favorite type and why? That's hard. I like all the types now. All the types are good. The worst type in this game is I think it's the electric type. I think that poison and fighting and fire are all pretty close behind, but I think the electric type is the worst in this game. I think when we finally like finish every Pokemon in yellow, we will see that of all of the types, the electric type has the least high ranking Pokemon and is like weighted more towards the bottom part of the tier list. Whereas Pokemon like poison type, like just the fact that Gengar and Nidoqueen and Nidoking exist means that the poison type like statistically will never be ranked as low as they maybe should be. Because, like, yeah, Pokemon like Ekans and Coughing are awful, but like awful in terms of like their performance in a solo playthrough of Pokemon Yellow. I hope that always is what you assume I mean when I am talking about challenges on the channel. Yeah. Also, there was a $20 super chat that I totally missed, I think, because it happened right around when I got wrecked by Gen 1 missing, so yeah, thank you so much. Which electric type could do better than Jolteon, except Zapdos? Right? Yeah, exactly. That's why I think the electric type's the worst. It's like Zapdos is going to do good, but I don't even know if Zapdos is going to be S tier. Yeah, I did Electabuzz a long time ago. It's okay. Ever consider doing a ranking list like Squidgy for Pokemon Crystal? Well, I kind of changed up my approach in Pokemon Crystal, and that's going to come to Pokemon Yellow soon, too. Like, I want to... At the end of the runs, I want to do more of, like, a data analysis rather than a tier list where I just, like, place them and you can't really see why they're in that location. Like, I want to show you the raw data, and you can go, like, oh, I see why he's, like, making this conclusion about this Pokemon. I'm putting this to sleep. It's good experience. Oh, and I get a crit, so it's fast experience, too. Also, yeah, bug type is pretty bad in Gen 1. Bug type's pretty bad. It might end up being one of the worst just because it has, like, very few high-ranking Pokemon. Have you already done Victory Bell versus Vileplume? No. It's the video I keep saying I'm going to do next, and then it doesn't happen. Have you thought about doing a tool-assisted runs? Yeah. I don't... Okay, so, like, here's my thoughts on tool-assisted runs, because I think it's probably interesting to talk about. I do not think that tool-assisted runs are particularly interesting. I, for a while, considered the idea of doing my playthrough, optimizing my playthrough, doing a repeat playthrough, and then doing a tool-assisted run as a third run in each video to show what each Pokemon is truly capable of when we remove, like, overworld RNG because I'm just, like, wandering around and bumping into walls too much. Here's the thing, though. With tool-assisted runs, you can basically, like... You just, like... It removes all luck from the game. Because you go, like, I want, for instance... In this case, I want a Gen 1 miss from the Eevee, and then I want a critical hit, and then another Gen 1 miss, and then a critical hit. And you can basically frame time everything out so that all of those events occur. And just because of that, I don't find it particularly interesting, because any challenge that you run into in the run can just be solved by, hey, I'm going to get a Gen 1 miss here, or hey, he's going to miss his move here with a Gen 1 miss. So I don't really think that I might do one tool-assisted run with, like, Butterfree or something like that on the channel just to, like, talk about it as a concept, but I don't think I'll be doing multiple. Skipatronic, happy holidays, Scott. Just finished school and wanted to say your content helped me keep my sanity. Buy yourself something nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also, happy holidays to you as well. Delibird and Pokemon Emerald coming up soon. I hope you all enjoy. That's my present to you. Yeah, I already track which trainers I have resets against and how many resets I have on those trainers. I also track all my stats, my levels, my stage modifiers, like all that just gets, like, compiled into a giant spreadsheet at the end of every run. It's just, like, I don't really have... It's like... So, one thing I'm fighting against here is, like, the way YouTube is structured, and that's, like... Basically, your videos, I think, perform less well if people drop off and they stop watching midway through. And essentially what I learned is, like, every time I run the bloopers, so many people just click off. And so I cut the bloopers out, and I also don't want to, like, make the ending section of every one of my videos really long and extended, because then everyone's just going to click off if I ramble for, like, 15 minutes about data. So there's more chances to do those kind of things in, I think, like, streams and such. So who is more skilled at these runs, you or J-Rose? I don't think that's, like... We could, like, sit down and do head-to-head and see, but I don't think it's really, like... I don't think it's, like, really worth trying to compare that sort of thing. Because, like, we play very differently. Like, from, like, the runs that we have posted on our channels, you cannot actually determine that because we both play differently. Like, you'll look at one of my runs and you'll go, like, oh, Scott's game time is lower than J-Rose's game time, so, like, Scott must be better. And it's like, yeah, but I don't do the Rocket Hideout, and he does the Rocket Hideout. So, it's like, obviously I cut game time there, so my run is going to be faster and his is not. yeah, and then I'm measuring real-time results, and I track my resets and all that stuff, and he doesn't really do that. Yeah, struggle is normal in Gen 1. This is live, yes. That's why it says live in the thumbnail and in the title. Yeah, I haven't seen J-Rose use damage rounding. Also, J-Rose is playing, in conclusion, the dry bread is the best challenge. Yeah. Yeah, J-Rose and Madry Bread are I was watching like nonstop both of their channels. And then I ran out of their videos and I was like, oh my, like, we need more of this stuff because I could just keep watching. And I was like, well, I'll just make a video because I wanted to learn how to do video editing. I had no intent on like making this channel my income. I was just like, I'm going to make a video because I like Pokemon. I was playing Pokemon at that time. I needed a distraction. And yeah, I was just like, well, let's do it. Let's make some videos and learn. Let's make some videos and yeah. I did it, and I guess people showed up, and you're enjoying, so I'm happy I get to do more Pokemon stuff. Also, in general, just like, I love J-Rose, I love Madry Bread. Those guys are awesome. I love what they're doing. I still really look up to both of them, and I definitely just like want to work as hard as possible to make my channel like on their level, because I don't think it is yet, in my opinion. Also, what's my opinion on Big Yellow? I love their stuff. It's great. It's great. No, stop. Stop with the sand attacks. Okay. Marinator, thanks for the cool content and useful Poke tips. Bug types are bad until they get Quiver Dance. Quiver Dance is a good move. Are you at the point that you can live off this? Yeah, I can live off this. I also pay my video editor, and I pay Serena to do art for the channel. So, yeah. I love the art. Brings so much life to the characters. Yeah, Serena has been... I prefer Kabutops over Scyther. Sorry, I got distracted. But Serena has brought so much to the channel with her art. Originally, how it actually happened is she messaged me and sent me Delibird in a vampire costume for Halloween. And I was like, that's like the cutest thing. And then, or it was like Sudowoodo with like pumpkins instead of like green like fingertips. And I was just like, okay, like that's like so cute. And then I kept looking at it. I was like, this art is really good. And then I messaged her and I was just like, hey, you want to like keep doing art for the channel? And so then I started commissioning her to make art. My dream, and we can't do that when we're making this many videos because it takes so long. But my dream would be to get custom art with like different expressions for every single Pokemon for every single video. And I intend to at some point program my front end so that depending on the state of the battle, my Pokemon will change. Like its expression will change. So like if it's at red health, it'll be like sad and beaten up, and or it'll be like angry at the beginning of a fight. And if it gets like put to sleep, it'll have its eyes closed. So like I want to do that. That's gonna be coming sometime next year. So like I'll be able to stream and do that. But right now we do all of that editing in post, and it takes a long time. Scott, are you a programmer? No, I had never programmed in my life before this February. I just learned everything for the channel. Where can I contact you regarding the artwork? There's my email should be in the description. It's right at the bottom of the description. Can you quantify the change that getting an editor has made to your day-to-day? Okay, so so for instance, if you look at my channel, go and watch my Houndoom video from this year. That Houndoom video is the only video that I edited, like filmed, scripted, and edited start to finish myself this entire year. Just the Houndoom video. because Sean was on vacation. So I did not have help, and I was just like, okay, I got to do this myself. That one video of a solo Pokemon took me a whole week to make. Just being really blunt about it, like the channel in the current iteration could not exist if I did not have Sean. Yeah, he is like he is like 100% the reason that we are able to release this many videos. I genuinely missed again. Stop. I don't want to do... Oh, no. Please no sand attacks. Please. Just don't sand attack. Don't... No. Please. Yes. It gives so much experience when you can beat one of those. Have you thought about doing t-shirts? Yes. I don't know what to put on them. I don't want to, like, put Pokemon stuff on them because... I don't... Yeah. But, yes. Also, like legal stuff. I don't want to put Pokemon stuff on them. Sean is the MVP. Everyone should say thanks to Sean in the chat right now. I'm going to give him a huge shout out at the end of the year. Yeah, I'm just like so grateful to have him. Yeah. I can make a shirt that says like, I made this shirt so you know I have a girlfriend or something like that. So stupid. Sean is a S-H-A-W-N. Okay, I should fight the guy in the gym now. I might, like, transfer Toadskrull back to... or Wiglet back to Gen 1. That sounds fun. Yes, I'm so glad that we're getting lots of love for Sean. Seriously. I really want to release... So someone asked about doing bloopers only for Patreon, but my like process actually has changed so much behind the scenes that... Excuse me. I don't actually have enough bloopers for every video. Like, I have like maybe one or two. And then the amount of time that it takes to produce a separate video for Patreon, it ends up not being worth it. But I have thought about doing some exclusive content for Patreon, as well as like I want to like not just like put an extra blooper in that takes me an extra hour for a week. That's like, that seems like so like, I don't know, it's just not enough. I want to like make a fully produced Patreon video, and then you get it if you're on Patreon, and if you're not, then well, that's what happens. You get exclusive stuff when you help me out. Also, I was supposed to fight this trainer last time, so we're going to do it this time. I didn't mention that. I did not have time. I was rambling about something else. But what I do want to do one time is I want to make like a video that shows start to finish how we make a video. Is Sean actually a Pokemon fan? Yeah, from what I know, he was watching my channel. And then he needed a job. And then I made the post and he sent me an email. He was the first person to send me an email. He had like his resume was all like, it looked really professional. It was amazing. And I was like, this guy seems really good. I hope I can get him on board. I was lucky enough too, so. Are you ever going to play Fire Red? Well, on December 25th, it seems like that's usually the day when I start playing new games. So you'll have to check back in at that time to see which game I'm going to play next. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we'll get Mega Punch again. Bandman a second run now? No. The first one did not end how we were hoping it to end. I got a Gen 1 miss, got paralyzed, and then wrapped to death in Erica's gym, and I hadn't saved since Pokemon Tower, so we restarted. See, okay, so Sean is slightly younger than me by like several years, and his first Pokemon game was Platinum, I think, or Diamond and Pearl. So he's editing. I think he just can't wait till I get to Platinum. Come on, stop playing all these old games. Any coincidence? Yeah, it's a complete coincidence between J-Rose and I. I think that we both just realized that ad rates right now on YouTube are like way better than they are at any other point during the year. Like, for instance, ad rates are like 3 times what they are in January. So I was like, well, I'll just make as much content as possible in December. And back in May, I was like, it would be the dream if somehow, because it did not seem even remotely realistic back then. We were struggling to make 1 video a week. Back then, I was like, see, I still get level 20 here, even if I fight the last, and it's 2 less Pokemon, so it's faster. Back in May, we were like, I was just like, remember telling Sean, I was like, I want to do 1 video a day in December. And worst case scenario, 3 videos a week. So, yeah, by October, we did a trial run with like almost like 6 videos in a week in October. And that was when I realized that it was possible. And I was like, Kate, we're doing it 1 video a day in December. And then all throughout November, we prepared. And like, I'm not doing anything else right now. Like normally I'm doing, please get the range. Okay, good. Crit, that's awesome. The music in my videos is from the Pokemon series. Although I'm always paranoid about that. I'm also I have a composition degree, and so yeah, I'm actually going to be writing some music in the coming weeks. Pokemon music. I was actually doing some of it today on the piano. Have you played I have not played the Pokemon Stadium games. The Dome Fossil. Did I not get that? Oh no, I did. Good. I just didn't nickname it. So here, okay, so look at my confusion PP. Like, maybe I can get through this route without the elixir. So we'll try this time because someone mentioned that previously. So, because like I want to use confusion on the 2 poison types here, and then I want 2 confusions. So I'm gonna have to Mega Punch the Rattata. I'm gonna have to Mega Punch the Pidgey. It's like here, Mega Punch. Okay, it's good that 1 hits, and then I'll confusion this. And then next I will do confusion, Mega Punch, confusion. The issue here is if I do this and I miss here and I get sand attacked, then things can get very bad. But I didn't, so I'm safe. Put the Dome Fossils on the left. How can it be the right choice? I don't know why. I think I've been saying like this is the right choice for like a long time in my videos, and then all of a sudden on one video, everyone was like, actually, it's the left choice. I got like 10 comments like that. Like, why all of a sudden is like everyone hyper aware of the fact that there's like an interesting joke in here? Why would I don't know if no, depositing my HMs just takes more time. That's going to waste time from the playthrough. See, there's another little thing that like J-Rose and I do differently, which is why it's like hard to compare our videos, is like he deposits all of his HM mules before the league, and I stopped doing that a while ago. So. Come on. Okay. Yeah, we'll get this over pound. No. No! Stop. See, this is why I put it to sleep right away last time. You kidding me? Look at how many hardens this thing has gotten. And look at how many hypnosis I've missed. This seems unfair. I think confusion is better now, even though it resists it. I could confuse it. Yeah, I'm just going to knock it out now. Okay. Have you considered the fact that you add at least half a second going for the dome fossil? Oh yeah, every time. You know, in the races, the Porygon race and the Parasect race, I even did not choose the Helix fossil, despite it being faster in those videos, because I'm like, no, the dome fossil is cooler. And I made a promise to all of you. I promised that if in the Omastar vs. Kabutops video, if the dome fossil won, because I did not think it had a chance of winning, if it won, if Kabutops won, I would never pick the Helix fossil ever again. And since that day, I have never picked the Helix fossil. So really, I'm just a man of my word. That's, I know it's slower, but I have to. Hey, be cool if I caught that. But I don't have a Pokeball, because I only buy one in the early game. Live take. Favorite psychic type other than Venomoth? Yeah, Venomoth is definitely the best psychic type, but other than Venomoth... You know, in Gen 1, I loved the psychic type, and then ever since Gen 1, I feel like all the psychic types they've introduced have not been very interesting. I'm probably missing some really cool psychic types right now that you'll all tell me about in the comments. You'll go to bat for those Pokemon that you really love, but yeah, the psychic type... I don't know. That's hard. That's really hard, actually. Maybe Chimecho now? Like, I like Chimecho a lot. Mostly just because I was like, said ring the Chimecho in one video, and then like a bunch of people commented like, hey, that's your catchphrase now. Okay, I guess it is. And then finally, after like a year and a half, I did a playthrough with the thing. I don't think I need a save here. Yeah, like Ranunculus. I don't know how to say that Pokemon. I'm so glad I have not put that in a video yet, but that one is pretty cool. One of my former girlfriends did a playthrough and used Sigilyph, and it was really good. I was like, what? Scott, are you Canadian? Yes. Oh, Scott, almost went into the room there. Why have I not taught Body Slam yet? I didn't need it. I want to go into my menu all at once. I realized that I could do this last time. So here, go down, get Dig, teach it to Charmander so it's in the bottom slot. Then go down, teach Charmander cut by spamming A through the dialogue. Then teach Body Slam. Oh, I didn't catch a flyer. That's really awkward. Maybe that's what that former comment was about. Well, I'm catching a Doduo later on. It's fine. Oh gosh, it growled me. He was still bad. Sometimes I talk to the Rapidash poster on the wall there. It's the worst. Also, the like picture in the poster is so weird. If you look at like the pixel art, it's like, what is it? Have you ever reset because of evolution? A long time ago. The last time it happened was in my Psyduck video, which is like 2 years old. Maybe older. 2 years and a month or 2 years and 2 months. I spam so much B now that it is not... It is more likely for me to not cancel an evolution when I'm like playing... Or like, it's more likely for me to cancel an evolution that I want in like Scarlet and Violet than it is for me to not cancel the evolution. Everyone is asking about how much time not canceling evolution takes, so I will figure that out at some point. I'll figure out how much it takes each time, and then then it'll just be that multiplied by the amount of time that it takes. So yeah, I'll figure that out for you. Then we can put it to rest. Oh. Reuniclus. There are no Everstones in Generation 1. So no, that's not possible. In Gen 2, it could potentially. Yeah, it is trivial to figure it out. I just haven't done it yet. It doesn't seem relevant to me. Like, it's an interesting factoid, but there's nothing I can do about it, so you just, like, do your best, go as fast as possible, and cancel the evolution. What's the fastest exploding hiker split? I don't know. Probably Gengar's split. Came through here really quick. Okay, remember this thing? The if it gets a critical hit, the Graveler, it will knock me out, probably. Because the Graveler will live the confusion unless I crit. Let's go. Let's go. Ha! Rock throw is so bad. 65% accuracy. Terrible. Hey, I didn't get off the bike this time. I'm saving like 1 second by doing that, by the way. The bike is not significantly faster than walking. Okay. Oh. I made it. How would Drowzee produce poison? I know, right? Out of its, like, trunk thing? Imagine that. That's kind of terrifying, actually. There we go. Got the 2 items down here. I always got them. At first, it was like it wasted a lot of time because I was really bad at knowing where they were, but I've got a lot better at picking them up really quickly. I would say like 1 in like maybe 15 runs, I accidentally overshoot and I waste some time there. Okay. Drowzee is an elephant. No, it's a tapir. It's like an elephant. It's got a trunk thing. Yeah, using the bike in this game has a downside because your bag is so small. Can't carry anything around. Oh yeah, I'll participate in the community race. Better do it between January and April so I'm not busy. When are Donphan and Primeape coming? In next year. I don't know if Primeape is coming next year, but Donphan is coming next year for sure. I want to come from this side, because then I can go like that and grab the nugget. So approaching from the left is better there. It's really hard to turn on, like, on spot in Gen 1. It's much easier in Gen 2. So that's why I wanted to come from that side, because turning on spot is hard. Yeah, there's going to be a lot next year. Should be between... I still have my Pokeball. I'll keep that just for now. That's because I messed up. You can double stack the fresh waters there by doing what I just did. Okay, so this is 2 Carbos. And 3 of these. 3 calcium. Good. Okay, so now I gotta catch a flyer. I'm gonna save for this because sometimes you gotta reset here if you don't catch it. But Drowzee has a good chance because it has a sleep-inducing move. And this is why I don't... did I buy Great Balls? Great, I didn't buy Great Balls. This is why I don't pause the timer for catching HM Mules, because I think some Pokemon have better chances of catching them than others. I'm gonna have to sell something here so I can get multiple Great Balls. I can sell one of these. Don't you get Tri... Yeah, but Tri-Attack's bad. Tri-Attack is not good. I might be able to headbutt this thing and improve my chances, yeah. Good. Okay. Oh, I actually don't want... Nah, fine, I'll heal here. I just don't want to heal here, but... Yeah, I love Pokeballs missing Legendary. It just made, like, Legendaries feel so different. I forgot to get Psychic. It's, like, not going well right now. I'll go get it out after this. We'll just ensure that I one-hit everything else in here. Scott, thank you for all the hard work you do in these. I'm glad you found the channel too. Maybe I did Meowth a while ago. You can find a Meowth video on the channel. I'm thinking about Oddish. I think Oddish will be sometime in the first half of 2023. Because I really want to do Oddish. I've done a really old Oddish run in Pokemon Red. It is like one of the first videos on the channel. It's like maybe like 4th or 5th or something like that. It's so old. Okay. Boom. Is there anywhere in-game that explains which attacks are special? No. But the best way to think about it is all the evolutions introduced to date are the types that are special. And Dragon is special. So just think of the Fairy evolution as if it was the Dragon type evolution. Which actually makes sense because Fairy is like the other side of like mythical things. Psychic at 32? Nah, yeah, I guess. I could just do that. You're a bit later than I am, but yeah, I could just learn it, but saving the TM doesn't help because I'm going to have Psychic throughout the whole playthrough anyways. There's no point where I don't want it. I probably should have just kept training and just learned it by level up and not actually got the TM. That would have been the best move. Eevee is normal. Yeah, I know. I said the evolutions. Evolutions? Eevee is not an evolution. Because it hasn't evolved. Huh. Go back to the rocket hideout after defeating the game. That's funny, yeah. I don't know if Giovanni's still there. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure everyone's still there. They just didn't intend for you to be able to make it through that portion of the game. So, like, all of them stick around. I was trying to get in that door first attempt without bumping into, like, the walls and stuff around here. It's so satisfying when I do it. See, I like to do all my item management all at the same time. You forgot Skull Bash? No. You always misnavigate in front of the Safari Zone? What do you mean by misnavigate? I don't want the waypoint there. Okay, so this trainer can do it to me, so I'm going to save here, which is my normal save. I'm not going to save again, because what's the chance that I get a Gen 1 miss? Save before anything that wraps. Yeah. Is Erica the most consistent leader because you can tackle her earlier L8? That's an interesting question, actually. Erica might be the most consistent because you can basically choose when you... Excuse me, you can choose when you fight her. That's an interesting idea. I like that. There it was. But this time it was not... It did not have material impact on the playthrough. I played some Brood War like 2 days ago. If you're playing ladder, you might have seen me. Well, it'll be fine. Scott live take. Favorite move from Generation 1? Rest, probably. In yellow version, Rest. Rest is so good in yellow. It is not nearly as good in red and blue, though. So... It's hard to say all of Generation 1. Maybe like Amnesia or Swords Dance. Those moves are so good. Okay. So why am I going here? Because I want to heal here. I want my waypoint to be this center for the rest of the game, essentially. What makes Rest so bad in RB? Well, it's just that the game is easier. RB is a lot easier than yellow version. There's a lot less like there's like a lot less points when you need Rest to proceed consistently, whereas in yellow the game is a lot harder and there are a lot more points in trainers' teams where resting is basically free. Like the champion, for instance, when you get to his Executor, it can't really knock you out with the moves that it does and has unless it uses Hypnosis and then like crits with Stomp or something like that. So Rest is better in yellow just because of that. Whereas in like red and blue, the champion's team is awful. Like he has a Rhydon that has Leer and Tail Whip. And we are going to get Meditate. And now my moveset is complete. So I have another full restore. Okay, let's go. Koga time. I have had Pokerus in one of my playthroughs. In my Corsola video, right before I fought Red, I got Pokerus. So this thing, yeah, it can knock me out. I wanted to mention that. That's the first reset. So it has the chance to knock me out if it crits with Leech Life, which it just did. Other than that, I can't lose in this fight because I knock out all the 3 Venonats consistently. which is why I'm not using any rare candies here. See, it's normally supposed to do that amount of damage, and then I knock it out. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, sorry, the Venomoth's a dark type. It's weird that I can hit it with Psychic, but, you know, Dark Bug. That's why the Leech Life hits so hard. So I like to go here after because it saves me one trip with Fly. If you do it in the other order, you have to fly. Oops, no, I'm not supposed to go here. Actually, I can go here because... Actually, I don't want to go here. It doesn't work in this playthrough. Normally it works, but not in this playthrough. I'm level 37. It doesn't make sense if you're level 37 to go to Cinnabar Island because you're going to bump into a lot of wild Pokemon, and in Pokemon Yellow it is scarier to go through Mansion at a low level without repels because there are Eradicate that have Super Fang and Hyper Fang, and if you can't escape from them if you're a slow Pokemon like Drowzee is, things go bad very quickly. So here, I'm going to feed these as I pick them up, which is slightly less efficient, but what ends up happening is you actually gain a lot of stat experience, and you're right around the cap with some stats at this point. So you don't want to, like, pick up a vitamin and then not use it, because sometimes you'll go over the cap and not be able to use it, which happened in one of my playthroughs. I forget which one it was, but I couldn't use one of my Carbos, and then because of that, I was speed tied with someone, I think. Or I was, like, one speed too short. Okay. You will notice that I'm pretty much minimum battles for the rest of the run. There's a Hyper Potion here, which I like to pick up because it's good healing. So I'm level 38, which is over a damage rounding threshold, and now I gotta win. We're gonna do some setup in this fight. The Ninetales is very bad. It has Roar. So that resets my boosts, but it's fine. It doesn't reset the boosts that I get from boosting my attack stat. The Jolteon has lower physical defense than it has special, so it makes sense to use Body Slam against it. Drowzee use Meditate. It's super enlightening, yes. Also, can we just talk about Meditate? Meditate is the weirdest move. Why is a move that boosts attack a special move? I almost missed that one. I was not focused. You want to get the ether out of your bag whenever you can because it clogs up space. So just getting rid of it is the best thing. Stop. Stop. Version's fast. Okay, so that's what I wanted. Because now I want 7 rare candies before Sabrina to go up to level 48. And this is why I want the waypoint set for Saffron. Because when I dig out of there, I heal here, and then I just go to Sabrina's gym. I don't need Mimic. I know there's another route there that you can take if you're doing speedrun, but I do not take that route. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to mess up. 5, 6, 7. Shout out to Richard for figuring out a way to edit that that's much cleaner. Okay, so I have a guaranteed 1 hit on the Abra, but it is going to outspeed me, which is unfortunate. So, of course it gets a Flash. Flash has terrible accuracy. It's like 70%, but yeah. I'm supposed to 3-hit the Alakazam, but it just got a defense boost. But I got the paralysis, so that's pretty good. Stop missing. Stop missing. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Stop. Well, we're going to set up fully now. I think I lose. Yeah. That was That was like probably the worst luck. I can't believe that. One flash I missed so many times. Almost ran out of PP with body slam, which is why I was like, I need to set up. I don't want to use psychic. It can't. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another one. Got a kinesis. There we go. Okay. Well, I was not super clean, but it worked. Yeah, I'll do it like this. So now I'm level 48, and I won't run into any Pokemon in Pokemon Mansion. So that's why I did things in this order. I had a little bit of a mistake earlier on because it's like, how do you live stream from your Game Boy? This is an emulator, it's not a Game Boy. As you can see, I have space for calcium. I have space for calcium and I have space for carbos, but I can only receive one carbos, so that's why I didn't buy too many of these vitamins earlier on. And you don't want to overinvest in speed because you just want to outspeed the like critical foes. We're still on path, so my goal again is to beat the game in under an hour and 22 minutes, which is what I got with my last Drowzee playthrough. Well, not my last Drowzee playthrough, but the last one that I finished. Here's another trick. If you fly here, heal in Viridian City, then when you dig out of Cinnabar, you will come back here. Because you can dig out of the gym. Cinnabar gym. In yellow, if you want to fight the trainers, you have to do the questionnaire. It's really frustrating. And it's really weird. In red version, the go through to the next room or whatever, yeah, the go through where it says there, that text takes longer on the screen. Whereas in yellow version, it goes off the screen faster and you can move again. So my movement path always gets really messed up in red and blue because I'm not expecting it to be slow. Psychic makes the most sense here because you can drop their special and then knock them out faster. This is not going well. Okay. Well. Okay. So Blaine is really good. And of all the trainers up until this point, he is kind of the one that I'm compromising on the most because, like, Drowzee doesn't really have anything that's super good against him, but with Hypnosis, like, anything can happen, so why not? Right. Yeah, like, with Hypnosis, sorry, I mean to say it can miss, like, infinity times before you finally knock the Pokemon out, and it makes you feel like it would have just been better to not use Hypnosis. The Tombstoner joke is from a different channel, Gym Leader Matt. So why use Hypnosis? Because then you get into the later portions of the fight with higher health if it works. And if it doesn't work, I think I just want to reset here. I might just try and get through this with... Yeah, okay. Hypnosis. Yeah, I know. Oh, are you kidding me? So, like, I won't win if I don't Hypnosis because I will die before I get... No Dream Eater, no Dream Eater's bad. I thought long and hard about Dream Eater, and Drowzee is too slow to utilize Dream Eater in the best way because it's just not going to outspeed. Like, here it doesn't outspeed, so they wake up before you use Dream Eater, and that's the problem. Yeah, I can't win because of the burn. I can't believe this. I just need to, like, put it to sleep. Can I just put it to sleep? Like, you gotta be kidding me. 2 health. I'm not gonna win. It has to growl me and then it has to... Yeah. There we go. Finally. Holy. Just want to be faster than all its Pokemon. I don't get an attack boost from this. And the unfortunate thing for Drowzee is that even with the boosts, it's usually better to go for Psychic. Well, that was a great crit. I'm going to Hypnosis this thing. Oh, are you kidding? There we go. Thank you. Okay. Now I should win. Or not. Level up was very unfortunate. I might have lived that if I didn't level up. This confusion is so brutal. Do you ever consider waiting out? Yeah, but not in a situation like this. Because I have to use my HM mules in battle, and like technically that's against the rules, so I don't particularly like doing that. It just feels off. You're kidding me. Oh my gosh. Maybe I paralyze it. Oh, well. Stop. Can you just reflect? Can you just reflect once? Dream Eater is bad. I don't want Dream Eater because if I gotta explain the Dream Eater thing. It's like I said before, Drowzee is slow, so they wake up first, and then Dream Eater fails, and you don't get healing or anything else, and then you always have to rely on hypnosis. Whenever you want to do damage, you have to use hypnosis, which is just not a good idea. I lose. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I won that. Okay, that fight needs work. Scott, meditate. I am using meditate to outspeed. Have you not been watching? This entire time I've been meditating until I outspeed. I feel like you're a bit stubborn in that strategy. Yeah, probably. Again, I said at the very beginning of the stream, just in case anyone wasn't here, that this is likely not my last playthrough with Drowzee. I am attempting a different strategy that I did not do last time, which is on some level riskier, but I am hoping that it will give me a lower level finish and a faster time finish. So this strategy specifically requires me not to use... or like I'm specifically trying to not use Dream Eater to not over rely on hypnosis. I know you're going to mock me regardless of my disclaimer. It's the most frustrating thing. Fine. No, stop. Can you just go to sleep? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Please. Double team. You're the worst. Okay, fine. You gotta be kidding me. Slow Pokemon on Giovanni is so bad. So bad. I'm gonna get it this time, but... or I'm not. Really want this to work. Thank you. Yeah, you go. Just go to sleep. Are you kidding me? It didn't get double team. I can just lose there if he uses, what's it called? Fissure. Stop. Thank you. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I want 3 because it outspeeds everything. I'm not going to miss. There. Huh. Wow. There's been some brutal luck in this last little while. I'm just gonna pause for a moment and get some banning happening. Here's the thing about Hypnosis with Drowzee, is like Drowzee doesn't have a better option. So there isn't really like a way to play around like using Hypnosis. And on my former run, I did use Dream Eater, but I'm trying to not use it because it puts Drowzee in a really like awful situation. Now you could go without Body Slam or without Meditate, but I also don't think that makes a ton of sense. This miss, the Gnosis. So frustrating. I'm gonna lose this because of that. I'm just gonna reset now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can we just put the execute to sleep and set up on it? I'm gonna put this thing to sleep instead. It has slash, so it's a little bit more dangerous, but go to sleep. Go to sleep. Thank you. Really want to be able to one-hit the execute so that it doesn't use Stun Spore. Stun Spore is like the critical hit. Then? Gotta be kidding me. Oh my, I can't believe that. Alright. Yeah, I gotta call it from Misnosis from now on. There we go. You know, even with this terrible play, I am going to clock in faster than my former run by like 10 minutes. As long as I don't get walled by more terrible luck, which I might. Which is going to be worth another Drowzee run because I got to figure out a couple of these fights. Like Blaine. I might be able to reorganize my... I wonder if I can reorganize my rare candies to outspeed the Ninetales or something like that. I don't think I can, because I still like have way too few speed. Maybe I can get it to a place where I'm 1 meditate away from outspeeding, so that it's a lot faster than 3. Do you ever ban people from your chat? My philosophy with that is like, you can leave comments, you can do whatever you want. I won't ban you. I won't remove your message. I will remove your I will remove bots, because bots are just bots and they're like advertising stuff. So let's get them out of here because they're not people. Sorry, Lex Friedman. No, I don't ban people from the chat. I will remove your comment if it is overtly hateful. But I will not remove your comment if you're just being mean to me. I can take your meanness. If you're being mean to someone else and hateful to someone else, I will remove it. That's for testing, because this run is not going to be the final one for Drowzee. I already know that. Okay, so fight Lorelei. I want to set up here. The Dugong is pretty good to set up against because it likes to snooze, and if it uses takedown, then it damages itself, so... yeah, let's take it out now. Drop my speed. I have like no speed. Look at my speed. Speed stat is just trash. Oh, that crit. Crit is so silly. I'm gonna put this guy to sleep. Never mind. I don't know what you're saying, Lemon Russ. I don't understand. See, Body Slam, even with full setup, will not knock that out. That's why I used Psychic in the previous fight. Because I ran damage ranges on this earlier. But this time I didn't get my speed cut. So, like, again, I wasn't, like... I was hoping not to get the speed cut at the beginning of the fight. And it's like, there's some luck that you just, like... You can't actually get around. You would, like, have to just be like, yeah, there's luck there. Like... If it uses Bubble Beam and I get a speed drop, then it's like way worse for the whole fight because there's no way I can gain my speed back. Okay, so I reset against Bruno with Hypno, so I'm hoping that I don't reset against him today, but I shouldn't. I might be more than 10 minutes faster in this playthrough than my former playthrough. And that's with how awful this playthrough was. This playthrough is not a good showing. Oh yeah, by the way, here's where I'm going to use my next rare candy. This is for experience rooting purposes. It means that I level up at the proper time during the final fight. It's like right before the Flareon, I think. He asked, oh, if he could spam the same question over and over again. Yeah, like you can spam the same question over again. I might end up banning you. If it gets like... If you're ruining everyone's experience, then yes, I will ban you. That's kind of like the idea of like leaving a hateful comment. It's like, now you're ruining everyone's experience. We all just want to like hang out. Oh, nice health. We all just want to hang out and like have fun with a Pokemon game. So don't ruin that for people. Oh, yeah, there's a way to account for Mewtwo being outperformed. This is why the elixirs didn't matter earlier on in the last playthrough. The Mewtwo being outperformed is like interesting, but like I will eventually do optimized playthroughs with both of them, and then it won't matter. Because like, yeah, I can like account for it with like, numbers, I think, and probably draw into the calculation like the time at which I played the run, but I would prefer to just replay the playthroughs because I have fun doing these playthroughs. I forgot that I was leveling up there. That was actually just a mistake. Like, I shouldn't have done that. How did you automate the overlay? With JavaScript, Python, and C#. And a program called GameHook that I didn't develop. This helped. No, I didn't want to do that. I want Body Slam. Psychic's better. Got it. Okay. No, do not. Do not. Okay, well, I got this now. I have more speed than the Aerodactyl with 173, so I know I can go. Because this should one hit with the special boosts. And... pretty sure I should use Psychic. Maybe not. No. Gosh. This playthrough is almost as frustrating as the one I did on Twitch the other day, which is coming into the channel in January. No, that's reset. No. When you get paralyzed against that Dragonair, it's not a good idea. I don't need all of the setup here. Oh. Okay. No, go to sleep. Are you kidding me? By the way, the AI doesn't have a chance to miss with Thunder Wave, so it's 100%, which is, yeah. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this, Drowzee. Let's do 10 minutes faster than my last playthrough. Despite the pain. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I have to be very careful with how I spam here. Okay, I can win now. One hit. I think psychic the Aerodactyl. Then I'm gonna body slam this. I bet it won't one hit. Yeah, it's not gonna one hit. Oh, the crit! Well, that was not good. You know what's something I find fun, or what I find funny or interesting, is just like how luck-based strategies make people feel. It's like so interesting how like, even though I'm sure all your parents were like, life is unfair when you were a kid, because like, whose parents don't? Oh, that was a mistake. Whose parents don't say that stuff, but it's just like, it's so interesting how people still respond to stuff that is luck-based. Can we like, wow. That's why you play around the crit? Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I always think about playing around the crit. It's like so much time. I'm like, can I get around this crit by like leveling up more or something like that? I think, is it 4? Yeah, I need 4. Let's go for more because it's still asleep. Okay, so this one, now I think Body Slam will one-hit the Dragonite. Okay, let's do this. Nope, still doesn't one-hit it, but I get to win. Okay, so I'm level 60 for the champion, which is my intent. That's why I did the rare candy before Agatha, so I level up right there and have low experience. Let's go. Yeah, everyone tends to avoid RNG. Like, whenever I play a strategy that is slightly RNG-based, like, believe me, I hear about it. Like, everyone is just like, this is awful. You need to, like, be more consistent. And it's like, okay, well, like, I guess people don't like this kind of thing. It's very interesting. How about Mimic? No. So, like, Drowzee, we're going to talk about Drowzee's moveset at the end of this. But just wait till we get there. We're going to talk about it. It won't use Hypnosis because it's a psychic move. I should probably have body slammed this, but now I win. It is going to go first with Pin Missile, but ta-da! 10 minutes faster than last time. Okay. Interesting. So we're going to wait till we get the game time, then we'll announce the time. Okay, so Drowzee clocks in with a time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 13 seconds with 24 resets at level 61, and this took 3 hours and 59 seconds of game time. So previously with Drowzee, I had a time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 3 seconds. This is from February 2022, and I finished at level 64 with a game time of 5 hours and 5 minutes. So with this playthrough route, I took an hour and 6 minutes of game time off. So yeah, that's pretty good. So like significantly lower game time. This is accounted for by the fact that I am not using Dream Eater, which requires more uses of Hypnosis throughout the playthrough when you are not using Psychic. Because you can go like Dream Eater, Hypnosis, Meditate, Body Slam, because you need Meditate to like outspeed some key opponents like the Aerodactyl, for instance. And Meditate is good at like boosting Body Slam's power to one-shot the Jolteon. So it doesn't hit like 2 Pin Missiles and get a crit, or have another roll to get a crit, which you don't want that to happen, obviously. So that's like how I kind of see the move set. If you're going to remove a move, like which move do you remove? So you can't remove Hypnosis if you want to use Dream Eater, so you have to remove either Meditate or Body Slam, because if you remove Psychic, then you're stuck using Hypnosis whenever you don't want to attack with Body Slam, which is like, in my opinion, not that great. Yeah. Obviously, Dream Eater can help you recover. Totally. Like my last playthrough was I used Dream Eater. I had 3 resets. So Drowzee just very rarely needs to reset. But what I was really curious, like I'm not sure now if like if I play with Dream Eater, do I get like a better time? I don't really want to play Body Slam-less. So because if I play Body Slam-less, then I have to beat the Alakazam with Dream Eater in Psychic, which is going to take a little while, and I risk then the chance of getting hit by Kinesis, which then really shifts the rest of the fight to much more inconsistency. In this playthrough, what I was hoping to do is eliminate like basically only optional trainers, in the Celadon gym. That's it. I guess there's the guy with like Body Slam and the guy for the rare candy in the SSN, but I don't really consider those optional trainers. They're basically part of the standard route. So I did like 6 optional trainers in Celadon Gym, and that was it. Then streamlining everything and just trying to get there at the lowest level, using the rare candies at key moments. And I thought using 7 rare candies before Sabrina would also level me up to make Blaine easier. But I guess I miscalculated, and Blaine is just a lot better than I gave him credit for. So, wait, where is it? Yeah. So here, this is the routing software that I use to route my playthroughs. Or route my playthroughs. I know. I'm just going to move it just a second. Yeah. Okay, so with like Blaine, so it's like basically 3 hits on all of his Pokemon with a decent shot to 2-hit the Rapidash. And then you can test Meditates. So with 2 Meditates, I need 3 to outspeed all of his Pokemon. But what I missed here critically, I think, is when I was leveling up. I was just like, yeah, these rare candies are good enough. I'll be level like 48 for Sabrina over a damage rounding threshold. That should be good. But what I really maybe should test is to see here if I can rare candy 6 times and level up after Sabrina. I can't. So then I'm going to leave 1 level on the... So like if I do that, then I have 1 less level for the whole playthrough, which means I'm 59 for the champion under damage rounding, which that doesn't make sense. So... And here I need 3 Meditates. Now I might be able to fight someone in the gym. This guy who's right before, that levels me up on... Okay. That's the first guy. Now I level up here, then I don't level up in the Blaine fight. Does that give me an extra level by the end? Which is not going to be relevant. Yeah, that doesn't give me an extra level. So see, then I'm like still the same level by the end of the game. But now I've just done 2 extra trainer battles, and I don't want to do 2 extra trainer battles because that wastes time. So like I would rather not fight anyone in Cinnabar Gym. I did route the fighting dojo, but it doesn't give me a significant damage boost for the end of the game. So I have to be careful about routing the fighting dojo because it is a lot of time spent fighting trainers. Gen 2, you can just teach Thunder Punch with the TM and send it back. It's really easy. Okay. There's got to be a way to do this. So, like, how can I do this? How can I get 1 more level very quickly before Sabrina? We don't need that. Okay, let's look at these. I have 89% experience going into this fight, and then 42% coming out of Giovanni. So if I fight 1 person in Sabrina's gym, I don't really want to fight this Slowpoke guy. I don't want to fight anyone. Maybe I could fight like a Ghastly person. That gives me a level. I don't know where she is. Chandler 24. We have to find Chandler 24. Which one is that? I don't remember which one that is. I think it's the one in the small area with the like. We'll go figure it out right after this. Actually, let's figure that out right now. Here. Okay, so this is a window into like how I test these things and how I optimize these things. So like, again, I said this Drowzee playthrough was not fully optimized. I said I'm likely going to have to do another one in the future. Let's just like jump back through time now, and we're going to figure out where that Chandler is. Okay. Ta-da. Okay, so let's... Are you the Chandler? Wait, so which one is this? This is like here, Sabrina's gym, go back through here, fight this person. Can Drowzee learn dig? It cannot, no. This person has one Pokemon. Okay, so... Is this the Chandler? I don't think this is the Chandler. This is the Chandler. Okay, how do we get there? In here, over to the side. Fight this person. Is poison gas good? No, it's not good. Poison gas is not good. So if I fight these people... Yeah, okay. So here, level 41... No. Sorry. Here, 41. Come in here, go across, fight this Chandler. That should give me 42. Is it? Why is it not giving me 42? The routing software says it gives me 42. I must have missed something. Celadon Gym? Yeah, no, that's how I fought them. Sylph? Extra trainers and Sylph? Nope. Blue higher levels? What does that mean? Yeah. The elemental punches on Drowzee would be so good. Drowzee with elemental punches is going to be wild. Be so wild. No, my overlay is not open source, so no one can download it yet. Eventually, you'll be able to get it, but oh, this one is available. The routing software is available if you go into a link in the description, so you can grab it yourself. Okay, well, there's some reason that I missed something, so this is not working out, but... Oh, so in the router, I have the person on the SSN checked off. That's the reason that to get rest. See, now I go into the gym, and it doesn't level me up. So that's what it is. Okay, that's good. That's good news. This Chandler or this Chandler? No. But I can do that. That'll give me it. What about this Chandler? This Chandler is better. Chandler 23 and Chandler 24. So that's 2 battles. Okay, so here, this one, I'll do that one. Then I go back through here. Is this the Chandler? What's the other one? Haunter, level 38. This is the one. Yep. So I fight this person. Let's see. Let's just confirm that this is the right. Yep, 42. Okay, so that fixes one small problem with the route. Because now here we can use 6 rare candies to go to 48. And then I fight Sabrina, and those 2 gym trainers will allow me to rare candy before Blaine. Wait. We might be able to fix 2 things here. Fight the last guy in Blaine's gym? No. Fight the first guy in Blaine's gym? No. 5% more experience. Is there anyone else in Blaine's gym? 0%. So close to level up. I need 31 experience points. Oh gosh, that's painful. You really do break these runs down like a complicated piece of music. It makes so much sense that you like classical music and why I vibe with this. Yes. Yes. Like a lot of the time, like again, like I can't explain all of my reasoning in every like follow-up playthrough that I do. But like if you see me using a move that doesn't necessarily seem optimal or something, it's usually because I've looked at the damage ranges and I'm like, nah, that's better. Or like I need to fight this trainer because then it gives me like just enough experience. Like this guy doesn't give me just enough. That's 5% more. 31. That's the most painful. I can't believe that I don't level up on any of these people. Wow. Wait, what if I... Okay, so this is something I don't always think about, but like, what if I just use 7 rare candies here still, go up 1 level above the damage rounding threshold, and then fight 1 person in this gym? Oh, are you serious? Because like sometimes that'll like let me sneak through. No, not today. Okay. There's a couple of other options. Let's take a look at some of the other options. So one other option is Fuchsia City Gym, because there's tamers in here, and Drowzee is gonna slaughter them. So we can fight these 2 tamers. Those 2 tamers. What if I don't do the Saffron Gym training? Okay, so I fight them. After Giovanni, I level up going into the Nidoqueen. And then here, I can use 6 to go to 48. And then if I fight this one guy, I still need 31 experience. Oh, it's the same math with those tamers. I guess it is always the same math because the rare candies are the thing. But it's always going to be the same math. Unless I don't do the rare candies, I just fight Sabrina and do the rare candies before Blaine. I don't want to do that though, because Sabrina is going to be harder. Sabrina was already not great. Fighting Dojo. I know, I tried the Fighting Dojo. It's right here. I turned it off. It's like, let's try it, sure. So we fight the Fighting Dojo. That gives 1 more level. I level up after Giovanni's final Pokemon, so 49. So then I actually can go down to 5 rare candies before Sabrina if I really want. And then come here. I got 38% of a level left. Any of the trainers in Blaine's gym give me a level up? Probably. No. None of them do. I can't gain... I can just barely not gain enough experience. Yeah, but if I go... Okay, so I have 8 rare candies total. What if I just use all 8 right now? No, I should keep 3 for Giovanni, so I use 7. Go to level 50 for Serena, which will make things more consistent, but then I still level up going into the Arcanine. So if I go to level 49, and then we're going to miss out on 60% of a level here. I can use 1 rare candy before Blaine, and then I won't level up during Blaine. Do I level up on the... Okay, so I do level up on the trainer before Giovanni, and then at Giovanni, I use 3 rare candies, which takes me to level 54. Guaranteed 1 hit on the Doug Trio. Oh, this is with 3 meditates. 85% chance to 1 hit the Doug Trio. What if I did both tamers? Both tamers plus Fighting Dojo. That means 6 rare candies takes Drowzee to level 50 for Sabrina. which is 2 levels higher, which will hopefully make it more consistent. Then before Blaine, 1 rare candy, 51. No, the tamers don't change anything. Oh no, they give me 50 for Sabrina. I don't know if that's worth it. 2 fights for... 2 fights, the tamers in Koga's gym for 1 more level for Sabrina. Like, what's the end impact? 61 for the champion? Like, I don't think 61 for the champion is required. And that's why, like, so see, here's the thing. For the champion, 61 is not required. So I can take out like 5 trainers by deleting the fighting dojo, and I still get, oh, now I get 60 for the, that's because I don't have the right rare candies. I lost some levels now because I'm not, my rare candies are all over the place. 50 for Sabrina. 1 for Blaine. Yeah, that's the way. See, so if I level up mid-Blaine fight, I get 1 more level at the end of the game. It's just like, like, that extra level puts me over damage rounding for the champion, which is, like, really nice. But, like, maybe it isn't needed. Like, maybe that's the thing. Like, I can just rely on hypnosis, and it's gonna be, like, inconsistent. Wild encounter in Pokemon Mansion before you use a repel. Peyton, this is a good idea. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so like if we take away, let's take away, where is it? Because like, okay, here's another problem with Fighting Dojo. Fighting Dojo, when do you do it? Do you do it before Sabrina? Like, yeah, I can do it before Sabrina when it's on the way, but I still have to fight a lot. So if we take Fighting Dojo out, let's go here. Then we fight Sabrina at 48. Pokemon Mansion. Growlithe. I don't know what level they are. They're like level 30 or something. It doesn't matter because I'm going to just fight 1. Add wild Pokemon. So I'll fight a Growlithe. Then in Cinnabar Island. Let's just make it level 28. So it's like the worst case scenario. I think they're like lower than... Are they lower than that? We got to get encounter tables, by the way. I've mentioned that to Otto. Okay, so then Cinnabar Island. I think it's this guy that we fight. Yeah, after final Pokemon level up, 95% of the level left. That takes me to 49. If I use 7 rare candies here, I do not have any left to use because I have to use 3 and then Giovanni. This takes me to level 60 for the champion. This prevents the mid-Blaine level up. Oh, yes, we did it. Okay, see, you always got to take a little bit of time and really, really, really search. I think this is a way better route than anything else I was trying to think of. Because this way we still get 48 for Sabrina. And then with 1 trainer, 5 Pokemon total, 1 wild battle in Mansion, we are going to get no level up mid-Blaine fight. So then Hypnosis, Meditate, 3 Meditates for Blaine, I believe. Let's see. No, reset that. Meditate, 1, 2, 3. Outspeed, outspeed, outspeed. Let's save that. What is my speed after badge boosts? Badge boost. No, not Swords Dance. Meditate. 3 Meditates gives me 127 speed. 113 from 2 Meditates. 113. That's very close. If I had 1 more level, I might actually outspeed the Rapidash after 2 Meditates, which could be worth it. And the Arcanine. That would be nice. So, what if these rare candies that I eat that I use before, what if I reposition these before Blaine? So 3 rare candies. I still level up before Giovanni, taking me into the fight level 54. If I put the rare candies in front of Giovanni, I am level 54. So that doesn't change the Giovanni fight at all. Doesn't change my level up here. I still get that after Blaine. 3 levels higher for Blaine means I am level 52, which means now if I badge boost, let's go meditate, badge boost twice, 119 speed, which is 1 faster than the Rapidash. Okay, so if I put the rare candies before Blaine, that means that then I will outspeed all of Blaine's Pokemon after 2 meditates, which will dramatically improve my odds there. However, there is something else that I'm considering here, which is if I'm putting the rare candies before Blaine and then I do this weird super nerd fight here and the Pokemon Mansion fight, what if I take all that away and I just do 10, I can't do 10 rare candies in front of Sabrina because there are only 8 available. That's why. So then I do 3 rare candies in front of Blaine. And then this gives me level 60 for the champion fight. Wait, what? Level 60 after final Pokemon. I level up going into Cloister in the champion fight now. Why is that different? Because I didn't use the rare candies at Giovanni, so I want to use 1 rare candy at Giovanni. But that will prevent 2 meditates from giving me the outspeed on the Rapidash. Now I do not outspeed with 2 badge boosts. 3 here. Level up onto the Cloister in the champion fight. Is that bad? Do I not outspeed? No, I will outspeed because I have 110 natural speed. So I still move first against the Cloister even though I level up into it. Oh, that's the wrong champion fight. It should be the Jolteon. Yeah, so I level up going into the Cloister, but I don't outspeed either of these two, but that's fine. Okay, I think this is a better route. I think we have determined the better route. Okay, let me summarize. And then we'll actually do a practice of this section. So this is something that I'll sometimes do. By the way, when I am playing the game, I have an auto-splitting software that is written in Python, and it whenever I change location on the map, it will make a save state. So like this save state, for instance, or like this save state, or like this save state, and when I save the game as well. So like it's collecting all these save states as I move through the game, and then I can kind of like jump around. There's a whole bunch here in front of Sabrina, but I can jump around between those save states to get a sense of or like try different things out, that sort of thing. So what we can do then is we can actually go back to the save state in front of Sabrina, and we can go like, all right, let's fight Sabrina again at, this is level 48, so I used, am I going to do any training in her gym? I am not. I'm not doing Fighting Dojo. I'm doing 7 rare candies in front of Sabrina, which is what I did previously, so all of that is identical. And then on Cinnabar Island, instead of doing the rare candies in front of Giovanni, I am instead not going to fight this trainer in the gym, but I am going to fight Blaine after 3 rare candies. So really the change is at Blaine. So I can go back here to the Blaine, and then I can try the 3 rare candies. 1. You can go up to level 51. And then we'll just confirm with the software that that is the level that we were supposed to be at. So this route is on track. Where are we at? Blaine. Level 51. So I should be going to Blaine with level 51, 93 speed, 95 attack. That may be slightly different. Yep. So the reason it's different is because I fought different Pokemon in the early game before I fought Brock. Because I had to make an estimate of which Pokemon I would fight. So, my GF can tell the future she's a side chick. That's awesome. Very, very, that's like a 9. That feels like very 2000s humor. Okay, so now let's try this fight against Blaine. Okay, so 2... So if I should get the Hypnosis, and then I think I should get the outspeed on everything. I have 118 speed in this case. You have to be very exact with speed. Why? 2 meditates gives me the... Oh. No, that didn't do it. Huh. Well, I guess in this case I got a speed tie, and in the software I have a just under speed on the Rapidash. I don't want to underspeed the Rapidash. Like, granted, I can just meditate 3 times. Like, we can just do another meditate here and then just sweep. But now I have the outspeed here. Don't wake up. Okay, this feels much better than the last time even. I'm a higher level. My speed stat is much closer. It's going to give me the outspeed on at least the Arcanine, which is better than last time. I am going to get no level up mid-battle. Make it to the champion. Same levels for everything else. So I think this is... yeah, I think this is like pretty much optimized. All right, well, let's do it. Fine. Let's do another Drowzee playthrough. I did not intend on doing multiple Drowzee playthroughs today, but I think we got to do it now because we optimized it. We did it live on stream. We got to see how it plays out, right? This is why I find these playthroughs so addicting, is because when I do them, I just like I'm like, no, that wasn't good enough. Like, the hypnosis was so bad. There were so many resets in that section. We have to like figure out a new way to do this. And yeah, now I got to do another run because we gotta optimize this and see Drowzee's full potential. I'm gonna restart the music because we're about to run out. What's your Patreon? I think it's in the description. I think you can find it in the description. Whew. Okay, so I gotta reload the live splitter. I gotta reset my resets over here. Reset my resets, yes. There we go. 0. No resets. I think for this one, I know there have been people asking stuff in the chat. I saw a question about an Onyx run in Generation 2. Great idea. I should do an Onyx run in Generation 2 next year. Yeah, so if your question is, would you consider doing this run? My answer is yes. I will do every run. As long as people are still here watching, I will continue to play these games with every single Pokemon. I will port back Pokemon from newer games into old games. Like, I am just here for everything. Okay, so first of all, let's do non-TM runs. Yeah. That's already a plan. Those are coming in. Those are coming in the new year. But yes, non-TM runs are going to be a thing. Pokemon Blue. Okay, and then Pokemon Red with TMs. So just so that the thumbnails look different, so you know what you're getting into based on the color. That's it. So yeah, let's talk about the tier list. So where would Drowzee rank in the tier list? I gotta find it. Here it is. Okay, this is the current tier list. I really hope there are no spoilers in here. No, there's no spoilers. I was very intentional to take out one Pokemon. So right now, with a time, it got like 112. It's slightly slower than Golbat, so it's around Meowth Tentacool level. I personally think, and like, okay, let's be real. Like, my old Drowzee time was like Hitmonchan time. It was slower than Hitmonchan, which is why I felt the need to redo this run. I think that Drowzee should be much faster. I think Drowzee should be faster than Golbat. That's what I think. Even with the awful Brock split that Drowzee has. Just because it's a psychic type and it has special moves. Alright? That's what I think. Yeah. I think Drowzee should be faster than Golbat. So, I'm hoping for a time that's going to put it somewhere just behind Omanyte or maybe ahead of Omanyte. Somewhere in there. That's what we're hoping for. I want to confirm one more thing with the Rooter before we continue, which is like all the damage ranges for the league, which I did not know well enough last time. I get much more favorable damage ranges on Lorelei with 4 meditates. Still a 2-hit on the Lapras. And a little bit more likely to... A Body Slam does less to the Slowbro than Psychic. That's so silly. Oh, no, it doesn't. Body Slam does more. 2-hit chance. So it should be 4 meditates. 4 meditates. I wrote it down. See? I checked it. You can't see that. It's off the screen, but I did write it down. It's down there. Bruno's easy. Agatha should be easy. I think for Agatha, next time I should set up to get the outspeeds. So let's see what the outspeed range is. 3 meditates. Okay, so Lorelei is 4. Blaine is 2 or 3. Giovanni is 3. So Blaine is 3, 3, 4, 3. Lance. I'm trying to like memorize this really quickly. So Blaine is 2 or 3. Giovanni is 3. Lorelei is 4. Agatha is 3. Lance is 5. And I think I should just max out on the champion for good measure. Yeah, max out, because I only have a 92% chance to one-shot the Jolteon. I really want to take it down as fast as possible. That's an error. Wait, do I not level up? No, I level up going to the Ninetales. Yeah, that's an error. I have to fix that. I shouldn't be outspeeding there. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Drowzee. 2 to 3 meditates for Blaine. 3 meditates for Giovanni. 4 meditates for Lorelei. 3 meditates for Agatha. 5 meditates for Lance. 6 meditates for the champion. Right? Would you finish all 151 before AI learns how to play Pokemon Yellow? You know, I actually did. I wanted to fund a project to get like a machine learning thing to go through and optimize every one of these playthroughs in the way that I do. Just like have like a computer just set up in my room that's just like slowly cranking away and like figuring out the optimal route for every Pokemon. And then my idea was to go back and do like a commentary of all of the AI playthroughs and talk about the choices that it's making. So yeah. Soon. I'm sure that'll happen. Like we'll talk about that in like 2 years from now. Okay, let's do this. This is the final Drowzee playthrough. We are going to beat the game. We're going to get a time under an hour and 12 minutes. Hopefully under an hour and 9 minutes to beat Golbat. Let's do this. Yeah, that's why I can't show my face, is because I'm actually an AI. Here we go. Drowzee, this is number 4. Drowzee number 4. Here we go. No, my auto splitter didn't start the game. Just a second. Stop server. Start server. Oh, that's why. Just got to get the initial state. Okay, yeah, I'm confirmed Professor Turo. Why did you not start the timer? Start the timer for me, please. Why are you not starting the timer? Okay, here we go. This should work. There we go. Okay. You have a new patron. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Being able to do this as much as I do to the level that I do is really like a testament to all of your support. The fact that you come, you watch the videos week after week, and that you support me financially through YouTube memberships and Patreon. So I really appreciate it. One character nickname because characters take time to render on screen. We found out in the second playthrough today that hypnosis on this thing... Oh, come on. Come on. If I lose here, I will just reset because I want the level. Because Brock is slow in this playthrough. Well, sleep is good in Gen 1. Okay. That was nice rooting. Perfect. Love when that happens. When I just like get around corners so like buttery smooth, I feel so good about myself. Like that. Oh yeah, and that guy walked out of the way. Perfect. That NPC is one of the most annoying NPCs in the game because you're trying to get through the patch of grass without getting any wild encounters to slow you down, and then he just like walks in front of you. He's like, hey, like, oh, this guy. When I was like tilting playing Parasect at sometimes, he would walk in front of me and I would just reset because I'm just like, I just couldn't take it. Let's do that. See, I thought the Pokedex was there. That's why I went down one too many slots in my menu. If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture it or let it slip? Yo. Hypnosis is gonna miss. Mom Spaghetti. There's gonna be at least one Mom Spaghetti hypnosis moment in this playthrough. It's the only way that it can go. This is a level 7. I'm gonna hypnosis it. I want the experience because it's a lot. But sand attack gets very annoying very quickly. Stop. Just can I just thank you? Oh. Risky, but let's take it. Because I can go back here and heal, and then I save a potion. And I'm not worried about walking through the grass. Oh, when I sneak through there on that side of that guy, it feels so good. It's very rare. It's better to shoot for the second slot that's like one step further away. And if you're really safe, just like walk over all the way to the wall. How often do you get the potion from the PC? I used to get it in every playthrough, but it slows me down by like 1 second when Oak catches me outside of the grass, and I don't like that. It looks like when I'm in the lab getting my starter 1 second slower, I'm just like, I feel bad. So I mostly just don't get the potion from the PC because it makes me feel bad. I know that it's not rational at all. It's more of a stylistic choice. I really should just get it. In this case, I don't need it, though, because I sold potions last time with Drowzee, so, like, the potions in the early game are not super important. With some Pokemon that have to do, like, struggle strats to get through the early game, the potions in the early game are important, but in this case, they aren't, so it's okay. Yeah, the level 7 Pidgeys here are 1%. So you have to spend a lot of time in this grass to start seeing them. Stop with the sand attacks. Thank you. Princess Goth, hey, how's it going? Glad you're loving the videos. I am loving creating them. They're so much fun to make. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's change positions. It's nice if you can have the Pokeball in the first slot, because then in Viridian Forest you need less clicks to throw the ball. But yeah. How do you avoid burnout, Scott? Have you ever? I've experienced it before. Yeah, for sure. But so it's like this. There's this analogy of like, some activities that you do, they like fill up your cup, and there's a metaphor. There's like some things that you do that fill up your cup, and some things that like drain your cup. And the work that I do now on the channel all fills my cup. So I don't like really burn out because this is the thing that brings me joy. So doing other things burn me out. But yeah, I'm a little bit like right now. I'm getting excited to take a break just because December has been so intense trying to release a video every day or do a stream. So I'm like excited to take like a little bit of time to just, I'll probably poke around, make some music for the channel over the break. And yeah, oops, give up a level. What job do you do, Scott? This is my job. So, the slowest part of the Drowzee run. Beating Brock. Think about how fast this thing would be if... think about how fast Drowzee would be if it started with Confusion. Huh! Yeah, that's how I burn out. Whenever I replay Seal, it's so true. Seal will have a chance to redeem itself in my eyes when I play Gen 2 with it. Yeah, January is like not good for ad rates. I wouldn't say it's a bad month, but it's just like not nearly as good as December. The whole year kind of like, it's like a teeter-totter. It starts low in January, and then ad rates steadily rise until December. Oh no, I got hit by Growl. It's very bad. It's very bad. At least not two Growls. I'm gonna Hypnosis because of Growl. I don't need... Yeah, this is gonna be a tough fight even... Okay, well, Hypnosis is great. I love you. Thank you, Hypnosis. Look at that. Hypnosis coming through. No, I like Dugong. Dugong is awesome. Because as a kid, I did not know that there was an animal called a Dugong. Because there is actually an animal called the Dugong. But when I didn't know that, I was like, Dugong, that's cool. Like, that's a cool name. But Seal, that's an animal. That's not a cool name for a Pokemon. Do lives bring in significantly more or less money than a regular video drop? They bring in less, but they're really fun. And they take like 1/20th of the amount of work. Per unit of time spent, I probably make more money on live videos. But I haven't actually calculated it. I don't know. I like making the videos, so I keep making them. And if I I'm not a streamer. Like if I live streamed every day, I think I would exhaust myself. Like I would burn out doing that. Because I much prefer being behind the scenes, like tinkering with software and making graphics better. Like that's where I'm in my happy place. I'm just like, yes, let me just stay behind the scenes and optimize this playthrough endlessly. Such a happy place. But then when I'm in front of people streaming, I'm in like performance mode. Gotta make Drowzee perform well. Let's do this. Baby seals are like the cutest thing in the world. I can't, it's like hard. It's hard to look at them for too long before just like exploding because of the cuteness. I just become an electrode and explode. Like, yeah. Bot sent out Spearow. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, if anyone's curious to see how like my programs are made and stuff like that, check out my Twitch, because sometimes I stream myself coding over there. It's really not that interesting because I have no idea what I'm doing. But if you know what you're doing and you know how to code, please come and help me. Together we can make this better. What do you love most? Data, statistics, or playing Pokemon? Playing Pokemon, definitely. Oh, I talked to the sign. I really love playing Pokemon. Shouldn't have gone around that way. Force of habit. Well, at least I get to... Oh, I should catch a cat or a Pidgey this time. I forgot last time. That's a guarantee, I think. Yeah. It has to be under 41% health to be a guarantee. Well, I'm coding the overlay. I have to refactor all the code for the overlay because it's so sloppy right now. But, that's not true. Your programming streams are interesting as well. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm always worried that, like, I'm just, like, if I'm not, like, doing my thing, playing Pokemon, things are not going to be that interesting. But, could you do a self-destruct or explosion run? Yeah, I really want to do that. It's going to be fun. I don't think the whole thing will be it because I might, like, I don't know. We'll see. I might, like, change Route 1 and put it, like, Geodudes that only have self-destruct or something. I don't know what the best way to do it is. Or just play the game until I get to Mount Moon and then, like, force myself to only use self-destruct from that point out. Because ghosts. Yeah, I'll probably have to use like bide or something to get by the ghosts, just for fun. Do you make more money on you? Twitch is like just a hobby. If you want to make money, do not start a Twitch. That's my advice. Just don't. Honestly though, like get an accounting degree if you want to make money or something like that. Go into business. Yeah, Pokemon is not the place. No, wasn't paying attention. I don't know if I should. I've been like toying around with the idea of like fighting the guy in Brock's gym earlier instead of waiting for him. You could talk about how you think Tchaikovsky is. I think you mean Tchaikovsky is the peak romantic. Yeah, Tchaikovsky is great. But have you heard Mahler? How's the age? Yeah, I have the data for age distribution of viewers. I talked about it earlier on the stream, but it's like 75% between like age 27 and 34. It's like a very sharp normal distribution. Whereas like then there's like some people that are like 20 to like 27 and some people that are like 34 to 42 and then like very few. It's like the like between above 65 demographic is exclusively my dad. Also, Dad, if you're watching, hey, saying hi. Gosh. So like I've been thinking about redoing an Alakazam run, and this is why I don't want to redo an Alakazam run, because Alakazam takes like 20 minutes to beat Brock. Come on. Early game grind is worse in these. It's like really bad in these games because Brock is so bad. I don't know, like it's interesting because they seem to really like making Rock the first gym type. Like Gen 3, Rock is the first gym type. Gen 1, Rock is the first gym type. Gen 4, Rock is the first gym type. It's a lot of Rock. Like they also like making early rodents like normal types and then birds, which are flying types. And then it's like, then you got to go up against a Rock. Yeah. No, disabling Geodude's tackle is a bad idea because then it gets struggle. And struggle is a 50 base power move and tackle is a 35 base power move with a chance to miss. So disabling struggle is a terrible strategy against Geodude. I did think of it. I talked way early on in this stream about a strategy where you use Hypnosis and Disable against Onix when it uses Bide, but it is purely luck-based, and I think that I would likely reset several times, and then the time would be roughly equivalent to the amount of time that I spend just training like this. And when I train like this, then I get like the momentum from the levels into the next portion of the playthrough, which speeds up like the following routes, all of that stuff. Yeah. So that's why I'm doing the training. Oh, I disabled. No. Want pound. Thank you. I think also that's why they made the fire type starter fighting type as well, because they like Well, the first gym is going to be either rock or normal type. So we'll give the fire type starters fighting type in combination with their fire type, and then the fire type starter will not be weak to rock. That's my Pokemon theories. Scott's Pokemon theories. We gotta get level 17. This is why so much grinding. Level 17 for Confusion. Then we one-shot both Brock's Pokemon. Then we're off to the races, and we get to see if my third streamed Drowzee playthrough can be the one that gives me the results I'm looking for. I thought I was going to sit down today, play a short Drowzee stream, and then take the rest of the day off. That was my plan today. But no. No. Drowzee had to resist me. I had to get a Gen 1 miss, get paralyzed, get wrapped to death in the first run. And then I had to get completely, like, destroyed by Blaine. So let's review the plan. Oh, 1% Pidgeotto. Let's review the plan. So, same as before, 7 rare candies before Sabrina, up to 48. Then, after that, I go to Blaine's gym. And before Blaine, I use 3 rare candies up to 51. At level 51, I defeat Blaine. Blaine is 2 to 3 meditates. Then Giovanni, depending on the speed stat that I get from the second one. Then Giovanni is 3 meditates. Oh no, I gotta fight this guy. And then Lorelei is 4 meditates. Agatha is 3 meditates. Lance is 5 meditates. And the champion is 6 meditates. Boom. Confusion. Got it. Let's go. Let's go, Brock. See, that's a case where I know that the cursor is going to rebuffer where it was before, so I can just spam through on A on Confusion after reordering the moves. And I know that I don't need to heal here because I've done it twice today already. Got to remember to fight the Lass. You know what move has been absolutely useless? Mega Punch, so I'm skipping it. Honestly, how far do you think you could get with just a Metapod? I could beat Erica. Can't get by Pokemon Tower. Oh, I fought the wrong trainer. Well, it's fine. There is a reason I talk to start battles, because when they have the little exclamation mark and then they walk towards you, it wastes more time. But by fighting that guy, it still gives me the precise level that I need to beat the rival on Nugget Bridge. I actually get more experience, so like I'm a little bit slower by doing that fight because it's 2 Pokemon, but it's not significantly slower. Yeah, why wasn't Blaine given a Magmar in yellow, right? Would have been awesome if he had a Magmar. I don't think any trainers have Magmar in yellow. I just don't think you ever see that Pokemon. Someone's going to correct me. There's like one guy who's really obscure that has a Magmar somewhere, I'm sure. At least in the last 2.5 years, I have not battled a trainer in yellow that has a Magmar. Yeah, I talked about the viewer age demographics and stuff earlier in the stream. I'm 30 years old. Still playing the game I played when I was 7. Hashtag never growing up. I used to listen to a lot of punk music, so I guess I can say to younger self, like, yeah, I did it. I never got that corporate job. I saw a TikTok about that. It was like referencing Sum 41, like Casualty of Society, Fat Lip. It's like, I became a casualty of society, and it was him like working his desk job. This is a good TikTok. Okay. Get this. Fight these people. Okay, so definitely Hey, I'm going to level up one Pokemon early this time. Wow. That's fine. So I did a little bit of extra training in the forest, but I compensated by removing Mega Punch from my routing, so. Because I'm going to get Headbutt, and Headbutt's like a decent replacement for a normal type move. Coughing looks like hehehehe in this game. Yeah, he does. Coughing is one of my favorite Pokemon. I love Coughing. I'm going to do a Gen 2 playthrough with Coughing in January. Just because I love Coughing so much. Love that guy. Okay, do not growl me. Do not Fury Attack me 4 times. That's not what I want. Okay, Leer's fine. Hopefully, I get the roll. Please. Yes. Okay, good. I got it. It's like an 88% chance to one-hit the Sandshrew. I just don't... Oh, Sand Attack here. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't want to go to the center and heal. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. As fast as possible. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to... Under an hour and 10 minutes. We're beating Golbat's time. We're beating Golbat's time with this Psychic Tapir. We're doing it. I basically did my Team Rocket series back in the spring, early summer. I did Coughing, followed by Ekans, followed by Meowth. So there are those 3 videos on the channel if you want to check them out. My Coughing video is one of my favorites on my entire channel. I highly recommend everyone go and watch that video and look at Coughing's expressions. Because, yeah, I had so much fun drawing them. Yeah, we're still live. I got like completely wrecked in my first playthrough, so go back to in the VOD and watch that. I failed my first run, and then because of a Gen 1 glitch, Gen 1 miss, and then I completed a second playthrough, but it did not go as smoothly as I wanted. So then I optimized, and now we're doing another one. This is how it works. By the way, this is like how I played Hitmonchan versus Hitmonlee. I just sat down and I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I did like 6 playthroughs in one day. Okay, so this time I got to use the elixir, but it doesn't matter. We determined that between the prior 2 runs. It'll just make everything faster because I don't have Mega Punch this time. And I think that this is the better routing for Drowzee. Skip Mega Punch because you get less wild encounters in Moon because of that. And then get here, and I can just use Confusion all the way and then heal when I get back to Celadon City. In your opinion, would a true full flying type actually be good? We should find out. I should bring back like what's its name, Rookidee or whatever, into Gen 1, and then we should try with a flying type, mono flying type Gen 1. I'm gonna have to try with a different ghost that's a mono ghost type in Gen 1, but we're gonna have to wait till next October to see that. Got fun Halloween plans for next year. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's a while off. Should stop talking about it. So defeating the Goldeen will give me Headbutt before Misty, which is like perfect timing. Do you also watch other Pokemon content creators? Yeah, I watch a lot of people actually. We were talking about Hidden Gym and Squidgy earlier, and then talking about J-Rose and Madrybread. I watch all those guys. I watch some Johnstone, less, but some. And then I watch, yeah. I watch M&J TV, M&J like Pokevids. I watch him. But he's not really like the same genre. He's more like variety Pokemon content rather than challenge runs. Come on. Oh. I'm going to save here just in case. Might as well be safe, right? Right? Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's put this into that spot. No. No! No! Stop! Thank you. Thank you. It's a good thing this thing can't really knock me out. Loxton and Noggin, I think that is it. I used to watch him. I haven't watched him in like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I did used to watch him. Not so much like I don't like him anymore. I just like I haven't been watching him recently. That's like a big Andrea, thanks. But what I wanted to say is like I like really like to spread positivity, and so like if I say like I don't watch someone, I'm not trying to be like that person is awful, don't like their channel. Like I'm just probably just don't watch them, or I haven't heard of them, or yeah, Lyra makes it. I don't know how to say it. I am bad with the English language, but yeah, I watch them sometimes. Flygon HG as well as Sylph Spectre, I watch them, but less so because I'm less focused on Nuzlocke. But I am going to be playing Nuzlocke in the new year, so they won't take away from the challenge, the standard once a week challenge run video, but I will, yeah, I will be doing some Nuzlocke, mostly because I had so much fun with my first one. I wanted to do one Nuzlocke every month for 2022, but then there was not enough time. Which gen has your favorite music? I don't know. There's so much good music in the Pokemon games. Gen 3's music, I don't even have like incredible nostalgic memories about Gen 3, but whenever I hear Gen 3's music, I'm like, whoa, this is good. I really like, I would prefer Gen 3 and Gen 1 music over Gen 2 music, but I also like Gen 2 music. Like, again, I'm not like, it's not bad. It's really good. I am not a huge fan of Gen 4 or Gen 5 music. There's a lot of tempo changes in them, and I'm just like, I don't know, I prefer like constant tempo pieces. Sword and Shield. The gym battle theme for Sword and Shield is like one of the best. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. What was that? I'm putting this thing to sleep. We're not... Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Just... Could we not, Surge? Surge. Surge. No. The Wandering Bard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop. Stop, Surge. Stop it. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh. First 2 times that Surge beats me today in the final playthrough. The third playthrough. Also, everyone. Earlier in the stream, we all said thanks to Sean for all the video editing and how amazing it has been to have so many videos on the channel. But now, Sean is officially in the chat. So we have to all say thanks to Sean again. It's SHAWN. Everyone, say thanks to Sean, my video editor. Without him, there would have been no incredible... Oh my gosh, I can't reorder my bag. There would have been no big release schedule. So thank you, Sean. You have made this possible for everyone. That's what I... Yes, yes. More of that in the chat. That's perfect. Yes. 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 Yeah, I should have saved before her because the last time I lost because of a Gen 1 miss and paralysis in a wrapping fight like that. But the Wandering Bard is Sean, by the way, if everyone's wondering. There's someone else who watches the channel and their ID is TWB28. Every time I see them, I think it's Sean. Okay. Here we go. Let's continue. Oh, I guess I did that when I blacked out. Let's go. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. come on. Okay, got it. I'm going to full restore here. Let's go. Let's go. I really want... no poison gas, please. Poison gas has terrible accuracy. It's one of the worst moves in the game. Why not make a move like that better? Like, it's like Toxic. Why not have 100% accuracy? Because Toxic has 80% accuracy. Just make Poison Gas 100% accuracy. I don't see why they didn't do that. Oh, okay, good. He didn't crit. I was like, no, not like this. See, I did save before him, though, because I was playing around that crit. Didn't want to have that mess me up. I got off the bike. When you eventually do Generation 2 with Drowzee, what hidden power type are you going to give it? I'd have to think about that. I'm not sure. Probably hidden power ice. Like, if it's a special attacker, I usually default to hidden power ice. Hidden power electric is going to be like a distant second place, just in case. Maybe hidden power ground, but I don't think it would need it. Can probably manage the Magnemite line fine without it. Oh yeah, it learns Ice Punch, you're right. So maybe Hidden Power something else. Hidden Power Dark. I don't know, it learns... I guess it gets all the punches. It might just be perfect IVs in that case, Hidden Power Dark. Yeah, with Ice Punch, Hidden Power is unnecessary. You're correct. I forgot about the punches. I was just trying to make a really generic answer. It's like Hidden Power Ice, special attacker. That's my answer. And then everyone's like, actually, like, yeah, you got me. I am wrong. I should just not look at the chat. Just play the game. Just play the game. Just do the best that I can with Drowzee. I already have 2 resets. Things are not going well. Outthought. Yes, indeed. It can learn the... Yeah, it can learn the punches right when it arrives in Goldenrod City in Gen 2. Because all those TMs are just immediately available. It's so good for Pokemon that can learn them. We're going to see a Pokemon like that. A certain green lizard. Or no, not a green lizard. It's an orange lizard. Never mind, I spoiled the whole video. I think I've already mentioned it on stream, though, so people will already know what it is. It's Dragonite versus Tyranitar next week. Tomorrow, Umbreon versus Espeon. Get prepped. Yes, December. Every week there is a versus video. I was really intentional to make sure that that happened. Because I know that so many people really like the videos. Do you enjoy streaming or is it stressful while playing for time? I enjoy it. I've been enjoying it, actually, a lot more than I thought I would. Initially, I thought it was going to be, like, really stressful, but it's been... I know this game well enough that it doesn't throw me off too much to stream. I do make more mistakes when I'm streaming. Like, I'm not going to try and pretend that I don't. Let's get a counter. Don't need Mimic, so I can just buy one of those. That's a mistake I've been making each time I play one of these playthroughs. I only need the Ice Beam to get enough money to buy the vitamins that I want. Ah! I actually don't think I need Ice Beam, but because I had that. Okay, so this is 2 Carvos, 3 Calcium, right? Yep. One, 2, 3... Okay, and because I caught my Pidgey earlier, because I was smart this time around, I don't need the Great Balls. But if you want to have Great Balls... I'm really proud of that ad. When Manscaped was like, hey, want a sponsorship? I was like, yes, 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 yes. I talk about my PP way too much. We gotta talk about the balls for once. Let's go through here and not forget Psychic this time. So this playthrough, despite the resets on Surge, which I think the second one could have been prevented if I had just used Body Slam right away. The first one was luck, but this playthrough is much cleaner despite the little bit of bumpy path at Surge. I think if I'm being really real, I should probably just replace Confusion with Psychic so it's in slot 1 and then I spam A through the dialogue on the PP ups. Because I don't think I ever actually have to use Confusion because I'm not really training in any places in this game just because Drowzee is such a beast. What just happened? I failed to get the KO and then my next Psychic got a Gen 1 miss. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I drank some water. Furo, hold my beer. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, this is like truly the Gen 1 miss stream. It's like always just ever-present fear of Gen 1 misses. Probably should have saved in front of that person. Just like Gen 1 miss, like hits with, it can't hit with Lick because I'm a Psychic type, but it could confuse Ray. It can hit with Nightshade too. Do not evolve. That's one way to lose a run. What company sponsors do the gym leaders have? Ooh. Do I plan to do a versus video of the... I have bad news about the legendary birds. No, not in the near future. I do plan to do it, but not in the near future. As well as legendary beasts. Edible sponsorship for Erica. We'll heal here. Because I don't have to fight anyone, and then I'll just walk straight to Erica's gym right after this. Again, I'm doing the Safari Zone before Erica's gym so that I get the vitamins. It's like, it doesn't... It's like, in terms of time, it is the exact same amount of time. Yeah, Salamence versus Metagross, yes, next year. Not quite ready to do versus videos in Emerald yet because I'm not good enough, but soon. I don't think oh gosh. This talk about sponsorships for the gym leaders is really funny. No. Bike. Let's go. Let's go. This is a really sloppy Safari Zone. Wow. Okay, it's getting better. First area was a little bit sloppy, but this area much better. Okay, good. Good. I'll take that. That's not that bad. I routed my PP up better this time because I should do it here instead of on Cycling Road like I did last time if I'm not going to use bike but in Fuchsia City. So that's sloppy. Yikes. Now I can just walk straight to Erica's gym. Fight all the trainers except the execute person. Let's go. Let's go. Save because Gen 1 misses are a thing. Today, Erica's gym is sponsored. It gotta be some luck-based company because this gym got me because of a Gen 1 miss. Any chance we'll see more porting back videos soon? Not for a few months. Okay, I'm basically past all the trainers that can do the wrapping shenanigans. There is one more, but No, don't use confusion. Just keep sweeping like this. This is way better. I can just use the max ether before Erica. Yeah, see, Erica's gym is based on like an online casino because also there's a casino in Celadon City. Yeah, Erica's sponsored by the Celadon Casino. Game Corner. Game Corner sponsorship confirmed. Zapdos is just lucky because I love Surge sponsored by Tesla. That's awesome. Okay, so where next? Now we are gonna go to Surge. Let's do this. You know, I probably should have saved before this fight, but it can go wrong if you get poisoned and confused and disabled. And everything falls apart. But it's not gonna go wrong. Wait, what happened to Chimecho? I don't know what people are saying what happened to Chimecho video. The Chimecho video should still be there. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm gonna go watch it after this because I'm very confused. Yes, I can explain damage rounding. So in the Pokemon games, it uses your level to calculate damage. And when it uses your level to calculate damage, it is doing a multiplication and then doing a division, I think. And because of that, if the division is not an even integer, it truncates off the decimal point. And when it truncates off the decimal point, it dramatically impacts the amount of damage you do because then the product or the quotient of the division is multiplied by a bunch of different things. So you lose a lot of damage unless your level ends in 0. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Unless your level ends in 0, 3, 5, or 8, you lose, like you get more damage when you're at those levels than the prior level. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, that was like the worst possible luck against Koga there. You just gotta like hope that the Leech Life doesn't crit, but it got the crit the first time. Surge sponsored by FTX. Oh gosh, that joke. No. Here. No, 38 is not better than 39, but 38 is significantly better than 37. And then 40 is significantly better than 39. But 39 is only marginally better than 38. So, like, the Pokemon gains, like, a little bit of damage going up from level, because its stats increase. But it only gains, like, going up from 38 to 39, the only damage increase the Pokemon is going to get is from its stats increasing, not from its level increasing. But then when it goes up to 40, it gets both a boost from its stats increasing and from its level increasing. So, then you get a large increase in damage. Yeah, I gotta make a chart for it so I can explain it better. This is not only in Gen 1, this is in every single Pokemon game that has been released to this date. I don't know about like games like Legends Arceus, but in all main series games, this is how it works. I honestly don't know why there isn't more talk about this online. Okay, Arrival. So, this fight's a little bit inconsistent because I'm going to set up the Sandslash has Slash. Go to sleep. No. Shh, go to sleep. Thank you. Go to sleep. God, no! I want all my setup. I probably should have just gone with that, but... Eh. Oh, that's an unfortunate spot to level up. Well, it just withdraws. Okay. It's going to hit me, but not for much. This one's also going to hit me. Please. Thank you. Close. Kind of stressful. Just in like the worst case scenario, I'm safe now. You lose to Jesse and James. That's... I think if that happened, I would have to take a break from the channel for like 2 weeks. Don't need Lapras because I have Squirtle in yellow. Squirtle, you pick up Squirtle before you go to Lieutenant Surge. Ooh, let's live that. Wow. Okay, so this is as expected. Because now I'm going to do 7 rare candies, up to 48. Fight Sabrina, because I'm in this city. I do not need Mimic, so I can skip that. Oh gosh, 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 gosh. Ah, ah! And then 3 rare candies before Blaine. The +1 modifiers increase your damage by 50% from the original value. Or increase the stat by 50% from the original value. So like when you have +1, it's multiplying your stat by 1.5 times and then rounding down. Let's try this. It's going to make the rest of the fight more consistent. And I have Koga's badge, so now I outspeed the Alakazam. And I'm not going to level up because I just used rare candies. This is the way to do it. You just got to, like, the Abra is... Okay, that was way more... That was way better than last time. I'm feeling good about this. Yes, yes, yes. And so then +6... Yeah, +6 is 4 times. Because +2 is 2 times. And then +3 is 2.5 times. And then +4 is... I'm getting lost here. But if you increase it by 0.5 each time... When you have +6, it's 4 times the original stat value. You have to remember, though, in those multiplications, whenever you do them, you have to round down. Everything in these games rounds down because it has a floor on it. That's the math term. I don't know if it's a math term, but it's like when you code it, it's floor. Which truncates off the decimal point. So also stats and stat experience. They suffer from a similar rounding that is applied with the damage calculation, which is like some levels you'll level up and you get like 0 or 1 stat point in a certain stat. And then on another level, when you level up, you get like 4 stat points or 3 stat points. Just because like you've been getting unfavorable rounding up until that level. So sometimes for battles, I'll like plan that out and I'll go like, well, this level here, I'm going to get like +3 to my speed instead of +1, and that'll give me enough speed to outspeed Giovanni's Doug Trio or something like that. I'll check the Chimeco video after this. Okay, Blaine, this is going to be tough. We're going to three rare candies here, which is all that I have. Okay. Please, let me do this on the first attempt. Please. Please, Blaine. Please, 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 please. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, if I get... Yes! I'm going to get enough speed to outspeed everything with my second meditate. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's take him out. Let's take him out. I'm going to outspeed this. I think I should just attack this. Oh, no, 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 no. No. You kidding me? Stop. Stop! Blaine! I don't think I can win because of the burn. Like, I outspeed, but now I gotta use Psychic. I'm taking damage from burn. Don't use Hypnosis. No, I have to use Hypnosis. No. Using Hypnosis is a good idea. I don't think against the Rapidash, but I think in the beginning I have to use it because I want to prevent the Tail Whip plus Confuse Ray setup. I think on the Arcanine is debatable depending on how set up I get. Like, maybe I can just set up more and then I'll sweep with greater ease. No, I'm still going to 2-hit everything. I'll just go for Body Slam this time. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of because now I lose if it attacks again. But it's not going to attack again. Got it. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Not like 15 resets there like last time, so bunch of time saved. So I should level up, I think, in the going into the second Machop up here. Giovanni is how many meditates? 3. Blaine is 2 to 3, in this case 2 to outspeed. And then Giovanni is 3, and Lorelei is 4, Agatha is 3, Lance is 5, Champion is 6. Ball Fondler, thank you. Thank you for the €1. No. Okay, good. 1. I don't want to set up on the Persian because it has double team. Oh, are you kidding me? I don't want to speed everything? I'm speed tied with the Doug Trio. Well, we'll go for it. Let's go. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go for one more. In those cases, you're like, you really want to just gamble with the first turn meditate. Okay, now I will outspeed. This is a guaranteed 1-hit. I have Blaine's gym badge. Okay, I should have done this now. Oh, no. Well, I still move first against this. Ha, the guard spec, thank you. Okay, that was an error that I missed in the routing software, which is Giovanni, because I should have planned that so that I didn't level up going into the ride-on. Whoops. No, that's a mistake. I'm getting tired now. Anthony. Hi, Scott. I love the videos. Keep up the great work. Appreciate the hard work. Yeah, of course. Jim, it's good to have you here. Also, thanks for everyone for watching. Like, I'm really humbled that there's like, I don't know, it's like 500 people or something now, like watching a game that came out in like 1996. Like, it's awesome that we can all share the love of this game because this game is sweet. There we go. Why didn't that happen last time? Like, I know I'm about to level up, but like, it's not really for the speed. I want Body Slam to hit really hard. Can the Cloister only use Withdraw against me? I have not seen it do something other than Withdraw this entire playthrough. Please don't crit. Okay, Pin Missile can just miss. Perfect. Even better. Ha! I was scared there that I was going to go down the next ledge. See, the thing is, how many people are watching the video, but how many likes does the stream have? If it's even one less than the number of viewers right now, I'm not going to be happy. No. But yeah, 1 hour and 5 minutes might be possible now. We're going to have to get good luck in the league because I'm going to take a small break before the league just to stretch my arms because I don't want to mess this up. The like count just jumped. Good. Good. you kidding me? I should have used the repel right there. Excuse me. Come on. What can I say? I love Pokemon. You're a nice fella. Excellent. Yeah. Seriously though, like it means a lot to me that we're all just like here chilling playing Pokemon games, because I actually had this weird like irrational fear when I was a kid, which was that like I would still be playing Pokemon games and all my friends would not like Pokemon anymore, and I would just like be all alone with the thing that I love. And it's just like really awesome to have a bunch of people that also love these games. So yeah. Okay. Oh, brief break. Here we go. We gotta like stretch and stuff. Ah. Oh. Okay. I just want to like reflect on the software and make sure I'm in the right place and I haven't messed anything up. I'll be so disappointed if I have. No, I'm supposed to be level 54 here. And then I'm going to level up here, and then in the Bruno fight, I'm going to level up going into the Slowbro here, though, so I should just knock the Dugong out and the Cloyster out without any setup. And then set up on the Slowbro. And I think I'll just, like, put it to sleep. And then Agatha, one rare candy before Agatha, and then I'll level up after her final Pokemon and after Lance's final Pokemon. Yeah. And then I'll level up going into the Ninetales in the champion fight. NC, you're welcome. Glad I could bring some fun memories. Okay, here we go. We're gonna fight Lorelei now. Let's do this. Hopefully we can clock in really soon and we get a great time with Drowzee, because I think this thing deserves it. That's another thing, like with every Pokemon, I am always trying to do my best to give them a good time. Sometimes I do not play well. Oh, that. Go to sleep. Thank you. There. That crit with a special drop. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Drowzee's attack stat is not good. But yeah, I'm always trying to give like the best performance with every Pokemon. Sometimes I don't do good performances, but that's just because I'm human and I'm like sometimes I'm bad and choose to use hypnosis, like in this case. Do I sweep with +5 or do I... Nope. Apparently not. Apparently you just put everything to sleep when you're that fragile. Let's go. Let's go. Darn. I was really hoping I would 2-hit there, but I'll take it out this time. Okay, I would really like... Oh, no. Nah! Drowzee having a rough time of it? No, no, no. Drowzee's doing great. Drowzee had a rough time of it earlier today and got wrecked by bad luck. So much bad luck in the first playthrough. This is the third playthrough now. We've been here for some time. Do not freeze me. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Thank you. Give me my setup. You have to alternate between spamming A and spamming B here so that you don't accidentally use it when it wakes up. Okay, good. So now I'm going to outspeed because the Jinx has 120 speed and the Lapras should be a 2-hit. Don't freeze. Thank you. No, you can't. You don't want to set up on the Dugong's Rust because then you lose the speed and the Jinx can outspeed and freeze. Because I leveling up going into the Slowbro, so setting up on the Dugong doesn't make sense. That's why I was doing it that way. Also, the Slowbro has a 50-50 chance to just use Withdraw. So, like, it's not perfect to set up against it, but, like, I think it's pretty good to set up against it. It's pretty safe, at least, to set up against it. So this is where I'm going to use my last rare candy. Let's go. Is there a best metric to measure times? Yeah, real time. I want to outspeed the final Gengar. Excellent switch. Now I outspeed the final Gengar. By 1, actually. It has 146 speed, and I have 147 speed. Perfect. Ta-da. Agatha is much less of a lottery in this game. You know, I'm going to be 1 level low for the champion, but it's going to be fine. I got to figure out why that happened when I go and reflect on this. Oh, yeah, I'm going to level up mid-champion fight. That's why. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I am slower than the Gyarados, which is annoying. Did I say Bruno? Sorry, I must have got mixed up. I don't know what I was saying. Stop, stop. Oh, gosh. Now I'm faster than it, so maybe I can get fully set up and put it back to sleep and then sweep. Looks like it. Okay. Oh. Got that. I don't think I'm going to one-hit the Dragonite could miss, though. Or should I Hypnosis it? I don't know. Hypnosis is more reliable than missing a Thunder, so Hypnosis. That was so close. I can't believe how close that was. We are on track for like 10 minutes faster than my previous playthrough, which is 20 minutes faster than my original playthrough. I am really happy with this. Yeah, lol, the double crit. I know, right? Like, just when I'm stressed about the Dragonite, it gets double crit against it, bypasses all of my stat changes. By the way, flashing lights here. The champion turns animations on. And yes, I can just turn them off with my software, but I didn't want to do that because I felt like it would be unfair. Because I'd already played Pokemon with animations on, so... Look at Drowzee. Look at him. Yes, he dodged the what's it called? The no. That's good. Quick attack is good. I just didn't KO with that. Oh, this will be fine. Ta-da. Yes! He dodged the leech seed. Okay. This is so good. I am really, really happy with this. This is 20 minutes faster than my first Drowzee playthrough from last February. 20 minutes. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Drowzee clocks in with a time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 22 seconds with 8 resets at level 60. This took 3 hours and 52 minutes of game time. All right, after what has been probably my longest stream, almost 4 hours, we started with probably the most hilarious Drowzee loss of all time, where I got a Gen 1 miss, got paralyzed, and then wrapped to death in Erica's gym on a random trainer in her gym. Then, second playthrough, terrible Blaine. Obvious that I didn't quite figure out the optimization perfectly. This time, much better. Now, Drowzee still has resets. I think that's largely because it is kind of like sneaking through with Hypnosis, and Hypnosis by definition is inconsistent. There is the idea, of course, of teaching Dream Eater and using that in the place of Psychic, but then in a situation where you want special damage to knock the Pokemon out, like Lorelei's Cloister, for instance, you have to land a Hypnosis first. And so, having 4 or 5 more Pokemon in the run where you have to use Hypnosis just didn't feel worth it to me. And so that's why I chose to go with Psychic this time, whereas my 1 hour and 22 minute and 3 second run, I used Dream Eater. So I think with a couple tweaks, like Boxy, you're saying, wow, a couple tweaks, and I think you could go under an hour. Amazing run. I also agree. I think you could get Drowzee under an hour. For now, I'm fine with leaving Drowzee here and ranking it with this time, because I personally think this is a fantastic time. So 1 hour and 2 minutes. So Hitmonlee is faster, so it is not an A tier Pokemon. Porygon is faster, but it is very close to Wigglytuff. What time did Wigglytuff get? Let's look it up. Just a second. Gotta look it up. This is not in my spreadsheet yet, so I gotta go to my video. Wigglytuff got a best time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 27 seconds. So Drowzee's current playthrough is 5 seconds faster than Wigglytuff's best time. So the tiers right now do not really have like time brackets. I'm kind of thinking of them like that. Like 50 minutes to 1 hour is like A tier, and then S tier is anything under 50 minutes. And then anything like between like an hour and like 8 minutes is like B tier. Golbat is like 1 hour and 9 minutes, and then Meowth is like 1 hour 12. So like I think I could probably promote Golbat to the end of the B tier. I thought that Golbat deserved to be at the start of a tier, like at the top, because it's a poison type. It's not very good, but like its playthrough was like unbelievably awesome when I did it. I think that Drowzee could get under an hour. I don't think it could get Farfetch'd or a Porygon tier time, so I am quite happy placing it in the tier list in between Porygon and Wigglytuff. So, let's do it. Watch this. Watch this technology. Ever think you'd see this live on a stream? Look at this. It looks like I video edited it. It's like perfect. Look at that. Impeccable. Look at that. Just like program development right there. Doing it live. Okay, so let's go fight Mewtwo and then we'll be done. So, anyone have any questions right now before we go and fight Mewtwo? That was this was a journey, an emotional journey. If you're starting just now, I highly recommend watching the whole thing. It's definitely an emotional journey. How do vitamins work? That's a good question, actually. So in Generation 1, there was a system called Stat Experience, and the maximum value that your stat experience can be is 65,300 and something like that. 65,000, around 65,000, 65,535. That's the value. It is the maximum value I think that you can store in like 3 bytes of information or something like that. And every time you use a vitamin, it gives 2,560 stat experience to one of your stats. And every time you knock out a Pokemon, it adds their current base stat total, or their current base stats, sorry, to each one of your stats. So, basically, you can only use vitamins until your stat experience hits a value of 25,560. So you can only use 10 vitamins if your Pokemon has no stat experience. Regardless of if your stat experience is 1 point underneath that 25,650 threshold, I think I probably got the number wrong. Sorry, I got it right the first time. If your stat experience is 1 point under that threshold, you can still use a vitamin, and it will just put you way further over the threshold. So sometimes you want to optimize for that and try and make sure that you can like use one more vitamin, like just squeeze in and use it to get your stat experience really high. And then this whole system was like taken apart, and basically what that means is none of your stats can be like all of your stats can be maxed out. Check this out. I'm a powerful dude. Anyways, all of your stats can be maxed out at the top value. Whereas when they changed to EVs in Generation 2, you can only max out 2 of your stats, really. There's a maximum number of points that you can invest in all of your stats, and that's distributed across your stats. So every stat cannot be maxed. Scott, that's cheating. I'll be reporting you to the gaming police. I know, right? Yeah. These are the powers that you have with GameHook, so download GameHook. It's in the link in the description. It's fun software. You can edit anything you want live. Like, do you want 255 full restores? Well, let's have 255 full restores. Check that out. So I use it for testing and stuff like that. If you box the Pokemon and then withdraw the Pokemon, it will recalculate their current stats. So if you knock out if I knock out like 5 Pokemon, and the amount of stat experience that I gain from knocking out those 5 Pokemon would move one of my stats from like 106 defense to 107 defense. It will not actually just do that when I get the stat experience. I have to either level up or deposit the Pokemon in the PC and withdraw it from the PC. And then it will recalculate its stats values. And that's because when the Pokemon is in the PC, they actually don't have stats. The game erases all of their stats data because it doesn't want to take up extra space on the cartridge because you have to store like hundreds of Pokemon in the PC. So it basically the data for the Pokemon becomes compressed and it erases certain parts of the data. In this case, it erases all the stats, but it leaves the experience that the Pokemon has and all of their stat experience. So it doesn't actually store the level either, I don't believe. So when you withdraw it, it uses the stat experience, the experience of the Pokemon to calculate its level, and then it takes the stat experience with the level and calculates each one of the individual stats. The only other time that this stat recalculation occurs is whenever you use a vitamin. So some people have asked this on my videos before, because you can see it live in my overlay, which you can't really see when you're just playing the game. But occasionally you'll use a protein, and your attack will go up from 114 to 115, but the defense will also go up from 106 to 117. That's because when you use that vitamin, the game recalculates all of your stats. And so you would have just fought enough Pokemon that gave you defense stat experience to get your defense up one more point. And then you use the vitamin and it recalculates it. So, yeah, that's how it works. Let's fight Mewtwo. Da-na-na-na. Hypnosis seems like the cheat. Oh, this is going to do... That did so much damage. I can't believe how much that did. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Okay, it's going to be Hypnosis. We're going to do this with Hypnosis. Go to sleep. If it doesn't get Barrier, I should be able to knock it out. Got it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far, you are incredible. I will see you tomorrow for Umbreon versus Espeon. Everyone,